Yeah, she was a coward, but she conquered. You see me, I say, so come join. The inspiration and the edification, you see me, I say, with the tips of humor. You see me, I say, endorsed by ladies, you see me, I say, uplifting and inspiring, you know. This is original Little Kirk, say, hey, Cleopatra, them can't hold it down no time. Good over evil, set it! Run it, never yet pets it. Hey, the beauty queen, you know, straight, you know. Cleopatra, whoa, oh, oh, yeah. Most I bless you, oh. True, beauty queen. Done them in the scene now, yeah. Cleopatra, tell them can't hold Pacha down. You see the most I alone him with a triple crown. You can't hold Cleopatra down. She keep burning them with words, powers and a sound. Oh, you can't hold Pacha down. And this a serious thing, this a no merry-go-round. No merry-go-round. Them can't hold her down, yeah. Check it out, yes, you get the most I clear our path right now, session and not just the shoulder, yes, after that, yeah. Him give her a clean hands and now.
Greetings and blessings. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Brother Madu, and I'm here simply to endorse something I became a part of. It's a program called Uplifting and Inspiring. And the words that grabbed me was the bit which says, your concerns concern us, together we conquer. This is a live program that is hosted by an African queen called Cleopatra, right? Where she discusses and talks to people who does exactly that, uplift and inspire. So tune in to all the social media platforms. It's Sundays, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Support the thing, because I believe in this new rearranged world, when people are doing anything that uplifts and inspires, it needs to be supported. So Brother Madu, aka Father Soji, from the Qualitex crew, fully endorses this program. Check it out. Uplifting and inspiring. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man, this is Cleopatra. It's a mess of the queen. It's a mess. Invigorates and inspired. It's a mess. Yeah, man, she came and she saw. Yeah, she was a
Hello, everybody. It's Thursday. It's Testimony Thursday. Did you miss me, guys? I missed all my conquerors. Everybody was, I guess, busy exchanging gifts, eating up all the nice, good food, and meeting with family and friends. You know, since everything happened in early 2020, I'm sure this Christmas was one that was a little bit freer than the norm. And so I'm sure everybody enjoyed the moment with their loved ones this season. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's almost the end of the year. And today is the last Thursday of 2021. I am Royal Cleopatra, you know, a coward conquers. And today we're going to look back in the year 2021. Year in review, something like that. Yeah. So where are my conquerors? Where's everybody? You know, we're going to talk a lot tonight, look back to see some of the things that we have accomplished, some of the things that we have achieved, some of the things that disappointed us. You know, I'm sure some of us, when we were going into 2021, we made some resolutions, and some of them, did we achieve everything that, you know, all our goals? You tell me. Share with us tonight. I want you to share this live. I want you to like, comment, participate. Please invite someone, text somebody, tag somebody, tell somebody, text somebody, and tell them that we are live. Last Thursday, I do apologize. You know, I wasn't able to come on. I had other engagements, visitors, all of that nice stuff. Okay, guys. So it's time to testify. We know that's mainly what we do on a Thursday night. Okay, so what should I start off with tonight? Let me just give God thanks for another night, another moment. I am alive. I am breathing. I have everything that I need right now. And even if I don't have everything that I need, I have Jesus Christ, who is everything to me, for me, and by me. And so, God, I give you all the glory, the honor tonight. I ask you to never leave me. As always, make sure that your presence stay with us, dwell with us in this space. And I ask that you lead me, direct me. And, if there's anything that I'm about to say tonight that I'm not supposed to say, then bridle my tongue. But tonight we're going to talk a lot of things. We're going to look back in the year, and going forward, we want to do better. We're not quitters. We're not going to quit on ourselves. We're going to be the best version as always, every day, all day, every day. Better version, which is number one. And, the stagnancy, the limitations, the delays, the embargoes, the chains, the curfews, whatever, we're going to bust them down. We're going to break barriers. We're going to go forward in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. What do you say, guys? That's what I say, okay? With Christ, all things are possible. We can do anything. He's mighty. Even when we're weak, he will strengthen us. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Once we have the ability, we have, you have some people who have one arm, some people who have no legs, some people who are blind, some people who have some form of disability. And if they can give God thanks and they can still attempt to do something, what am I? Who am I to just sit here and to give up? I'm not a quitter. You can't lose with a winner, and you can't win with a loser. So we have to give thanks. Many people out there today who are without an arm, they're without legs, they can't see, they can't hear, they can't talk. And guess what? Some sort of disability. And guess what? Guess what, guys? They're making it happen. They're doing the do. They're giving God thanks and praise. And they're getting up and they're going out there and they're going for what they need in life, right? Because faith without works is dead. So good night, everyone. Welcome to this space. It's a safe zone. We're conquerors here. We're family. I want us to share tonight what are some of the things that you have achieved throughout this year, 2021. And don't forget, I'm sure we do have disappointments. I'm sure all our goals that we had set out to accomplish, well, lucky for some who, yes, they've made it and they may have accomplished all their goals, but I'm sure some of us, we have to go back to the drawing board. So this year, the start of January 1, 2021, let me just remind you guys, that's when we did give away tablets to children in collaboration with our Olympian, Mr. Danny McFarlane. He came on board as our major sponsor, first major sponsor, and we did give away tablets to children in Jamaica, and also courtesy of, how can I forget the nice lady, Jamaican as well, immigration attorney here in America, Mrs. Diani Winter Funde. She was the one who accommodated us in terms of taking the tablets to Jamaica, putting them in the nice giveaway bags, labeling them, and made herself available so that all the recipients who were to get a tablet, they were able to go and receive their tablets. So I just want to say big ups, shout out again to Mr. McFarlane and Mrs. Diani Winter Funde, who I know is enjoying herself right now somewhere in the Queensland in England. So Miss Diani, big up yourself, my sister. Enough love, enough respect, and manners, yeah? And, at the end of 2020, we did salute and shout out all our special guests who came on board here. Ladies Uplifting and Inspiring, now QC Uplifting and Inspiring Ministries International Incorporation, and we big them up. And so we're going to do the same thing this time around. So what I'm going to do, I remember them some of my head, the top of my head, but I don't want anyone to feel left out or feel like, oh, she dissed me. No, we're not here to diss anybody. We're just here to shower you with love and to thank you, because without you, this would not be possible. But we know God first. Don't forget God first. But without the earthly helpers, destiny helpers, this could not have been possible. And I just want to shout out all my special guests who came on board, they shared their stories, whatever your input was. I appreciate it, because guess what? I didn't have to pay any money. I didn't have to beg and plead. Everyone, they they humbly accepted the invitation to come here to share something with you conquerors, to uplift you, to inspire you, to invigorate you. And we can't do no better but for just show mad love, mad respect, and honor to all our special guests who were on board for this year, 2021. We've already shout out, and we still shout out those who started with us in June of 2020. So we did shout them out at the end of the year last year, around about same time as now. And we also want to recognize and to big up all those who came in on board for this year, 2021. And so I know Papa San, you understand, the apostle, the big man who transitioned from the dance hall to the church. You understand, from the club to the church. He was one of our special guests earlier this year, 2022. We had Mrs. Marvia Bernard, which you all know, she's the president of AFNA. Anybody who play netball, you know what I'm talking about. She was here to bless our space as well. We had Mrs. Valerie C. Dixon, the author, who she edified us. Listen, we have to be grateful, because out of all these presentations and stories and insights that they came to deliver, we learned something. You understand? I mean, there must have been one thing that somebody learned. I know that I learned a lot. Even as a host, I did learn a lot, because I will not forget that Mrs. Valerie Dixon opened my eyes. I remember that homework that she gave us. Remember that word? She said, go and do a homework and find out what is bullying. And let me tell you, when I went, I got so much information. I was enlightened. I was edified, and for that I'm grateful. We also had Minister Marvia Providence, you understand, the gospel awardee. She got Best Gospel Artist of the Year, and she also had a stalwart moment where she had over 1 million views with her anointed or appointed song, you understand, and that Shell, Shell, Shell. Those are some of the special guests that I had on board. Talk about Little Lenny, Little Kirk. Listen, legendaries in the music fraternity, because we all heard Little Kirk's story where he once went into the church and, yes, and believe in a God and all these things, despite where he was at. We heard Little Lenny's story, and, even the fact that we were supposed to have that lady who they discovered during the whole pandemic, in a very deplorable state. And Miss Sterling, she was supposed to be a guest on our show, but she passed away, and we just want to say again, rest in peace. We want to shout out Lorna the Angel, producer, female producer in England. Yeah, she was the one who allowed us to have Little Kirk and Little Lenny on our platform. Who else? We want to shout out Pastor. Not sure if he's already ordained as bishop. Baby, I've got news for you. What's his name again? Yes. I'll come around to it. So, yes, we just want to shout him out as well. You understand?
Can I keep it moving?
Wow. Yeah, that's him right there. Yeah.
Our show today, Kevin, Omar Fraser, Nakira Road, Shakira Lewis.
Yeah, guys, that's some of the tapes I'm just playing back. Yeah.
Sunday, happy Sunday to you.
I'm doing great. Actually, we just came home from church.
Yeah, so he was on our platform, and I mean, that was an awesome session with him. The fact that when I was able to sit with them.
Sunday to you.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Yeah, guys, sorry about that. I do apologize. When I had the opportunity to sit with these guests, it made me feel at home. It's like I was in the same space, sitting physically beside them and learning from them. We also had Mrs. Donna, who shared her story with multiple sclerosis, right? Don't forget that she came on and she shared of her invention, where she had a patent on, which was, at the time we were not able to show her invention, but with her sickness or ailment, she was able to come up with a great creative idea. Come on, that was astonishing. That was something that deserves a round of applause. We also had Evangelist Maxine Coley on for Mother's Day. We also had Prophetess Daniela Smith, who was on for Mother's Day. Anybody remember these people? Come on, man. Listen. We also had, let me see. Glamour Wayne, right? He was on with Daddy Lizard. They shared their story as well, right? Don't forget, I don't care what their backgrounds are. They had a story to share, or they enlightened us. They vibes up the space. Oh, and don't forget the story with Cheryl Fraser. Big up yourself. Again, I'm just shouting out, using this moment to shout out and show mad love to all my special guests who appeared on this platform, who blessed and graced this platform. Remember Cheryl Fraser's story of, almost visited death road, and God delivered. God came through for her. And she's still here with us today. We also had Minister Garvey, Stacy and Garvey, who shared her story about the prison break. Remember, she went to prison, and that was where God turned her life around for the better, and she was able to come out of there brand new, a new creation, praising God. She's an author, right? I got a copy of her book. Let me just also get a copy of the book, show it to you guys. I have so many books that I have invested in, right? But this one, I won this actually on her show that she had. And this is her book, My Prison Break, right? Where she talk about all the adversities that she encountered, the obstacles and the troubles that she went through. I remember her telling us at one point she was eating out of the, like eating dog food and the pad issue. Listen, I'm telling you, if you want, you can, go look. I think it's on Amazon. It's My Prison Break with Minister Stacy and Resurrected Garvey. And, again, we just want to thank you for being a guest on our platform. Father Soldier, big up yourself, yeah? All the way in the UK, who endorsed what we were doing, you understand, uplifting and inspiring. How can I also forget woman of God, Deandra Lester? She blessed our platform with her story, sharing how she was involved with Married Man and Get Out of It, and she was in the club and, winding up for Satan, and now she's shouting hallelujah for God. How can you forget her? Deandra Lester, big up yourself as well. Who else? We also had Junior Vibes, who came and shared his story about the music industry, of his upbringing and how he loved music and how he transitioned into music, and his songs are still relevant today. Some of us may not listen to a lot of secular music, but we thank God for him blessing our stage as well. Yeah. And remember, we used to have the shows on Fridays, and then we moved them to Sundays. Also, Sharon Brown, how can we forget her, who also deals with charity, being the humanitarian that she is. She came and she shared her testimony, many different testimonies with us, which were like powerhouse testimonies. I'm sure some of us who were actually experiencing some of what she herself went through, you were able to be encouraged and motivated. How can we forget the gangster pastor who moved from gunman to a preacher? We're talking about Pastor Travado Loban. You understand? And the funny thing, guys, all of these guests, I can safely say that I do have some sort of relationship with until this day. We have a good rapport. I can still call and say hello or whatever it is. How can I forget also Mr. Lex? You understand? Touchdown. We spoke about his experience, when him first bus, him living in Mountain View and all of those things. Yeah, we're not going to forget all these people who were on our platform, right? We're not going to forget all of these people, right? We had Sister, at the beginning of this year, we had Angela with us. She's no longer with us, but, we just want to say thanks for her input into this ministry, okay, in whatever way. I spoke about Minister Marvia Providence already. And yeah, how can you all forget? I was featured on TVJ, Television Jamaica, with Neville Bell. It was a Hall of Fame moment for 5 or 6 minutes or 7 minutes. And, for that, I am grateful because, I'm going to be expounding on that, because when you tell your story, you never know who is listening to your story. When you are out here in the public, you don't know who is watching you. You don't know who is listening to you. You don't know who is wanting to emulate you or anything like that. So we just have to always be on our best behavior, but don't forget to be yourself. Be your authentic self. You understand what I'm saying? How can I forget Mr. Nicholas Powell, part of the Olympian team somehow. He came on and he spoke about anxiety and stress, because we know that this whole season since 2020, 2019, 2020, most people up to today, they're still stressed, anxiety, panic attack, all of these things. And he was able to share some information with you. And I know a lot of times when people come on here, they come and they just watch for a few minutes and they're gone. But if you should listen most of the times from start to finish, there's always valuable tips, valuable gems, valuable information that can assist you, which is for FREE, free. Oh, yes, which is for free. Yeah. Who else am I leaving out? I mean, remember we started this testimony Thursday back in June when I was, in the streets driving, and it has become a weekly thing since then. God, look how God good. You see how God good? That's how God works in mysterious ways. You understand? That's all. We had Lady Ann. How can we forget that? Lady Ann was also a special guest, and she came and she shared her story, some of the things that happened to her in the music industry. You understand what I'm saying? And oh my God, it's just to show you some of the things that happen to people that we're unaware of. And sometimes we see people going about their business. We don't know what they've been through, but we see them and we grudge them, and we talk all manner of evil sometimes about them. We gossip about them, but we don't know what they've been through. And sometimes we see people acting a certain way. We don't know what is causing them to react in such a way. So we always have to be very mindful, be very careful of how we treat people. Oh yeah? Oh yeah. Talk about Daddy Lizard, we talk about Glamour Wayne. Who else? Am I leaving out anybody? Marvia Bernard, Papa San, Little Lenny, Little Kirk. Yeah. Oh, and Interest, the young artist who is now tearing up the whole world with his talent in the music industry. Interest, yeah. He's done a few theme songs for me, and for that I am grateful. Very talented inner city youth, yeah? Very talented inner city youth. Never you look down on people, because out of that same inner city, there are quality people, quality professions that come out of the inner city, quality talents that come out of the inner city. Again, it's not let no one's opinion define you or validate you. That is validation. Those validations are for parking tickets. I'm telling you guys. Yeah, anybody else I'm leaving out? Guys, please, if I left out anyone, if I left you out, please don't bash me. Please forgive me. I'm trying to name out each person, but if I'm leaving out anybody, so far I'm actually going through my phone, and so far, I think I've big up everybody. Interest, Papa San, Little Kirk, Little Lenny, Mrs. Marvia Bernard, Mrs. Donna, um, Sheriff Fraser, Mrs. Valerie C. Dixon, um, Gamma Wayne, Lizard, Junior Vibes, Mr. Lex. Uh, yeah, I mean, if you don't hear me call your name, it was not on purpose. It's not intentional. It's just Mr. Powell, Nicholas Powell. Yeah, all the people, all the special guests at Minister Marvia Providence, all the special guests that appeared on here and had an input in what this ministry is about today. I am forever grateful. You understand? You have to be grateful. Gratitude is a must, because these people could have said no when I approached them, inviting them on this platform. You have Mr. Lex, Pastor Trevado, Laban, Deandra Lester. Again, like I said, you can go grab what's her name, Garvey book, if you would like to read her story. You understand? Or you can go back and look at the videos that we post, and you can hear some of their stories if you've not had a chance to watch the lives. Yeah. Father Solji, and many others. Everyone, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so, so, so much. TVJ, big up, respect to Carrie Ann, respect to Neville Bell, Simone, Dahlia Harris, everyone who made that possible, who reached out to me. I am grateful for the highlight. And yeah, so big up who forget big up. Yeah, big up who forget big up Maxine Coley, Prophetess Daniela Smith, everybody. Shalom, Pastor Shalom, everybody, Mrs. Valerie C. Dixon, everybody who made this possible. Sharon Brown came on, gave her testimony. Angela came on, gave her testimony. Yeah. Also, lately we also had Mrs. Latoya, who came on and shared her story of how she happened to have lost a child, and now she's a doula. However, not sure if I'm pronouncing that word correctly, but she assists mothers today who are giving birth, during that whole delivery process. I thank you all. I couldn't have done it without all of your help. I could not have done it all by myself. Even the fact that uniquely me, Simone Stewart, who had me on her platform, Marvia Providence having me on her platform as well. I think, was it this year? Ride Along. I think I was on their platform this year. I'm not sure if it was last year, but everybody who played an integral role in my life, in my doing, all my, on my journey, whatever I was doing, I am forever grateful. You understand? I'm not being ungrateful, Mr. McFarlane. Big up yourself. Yeah, guys. So that was it for the big up section, the big up moment. We took like a half an hour out to big up everybody who contributed to this Ladies Uplifting and Inspiring and QC Uplifting and Inspiring Ministries International. So today we're going to look back in the year. For me, January, I had so much. I have so much to talk about in so little time, because I'm not going to stay on here tonight for too long. But I just want to look back on this year from the start to where I'm at today. So y'all know that, yes, I'm a nurse. So 2020 October, I finished nursing school. And I remember I told you guys that I was going to share a little bit about how I became a nurse to you guys. So this is the moment. May not be all of it, but this is where you're going to get more information. So 2020, I finished nursing school. And after you finish nursing school, you do your exit exam and all of that. That's not where it ends. Yeah, that's like just the beginning. You have that big board exam that you have to sit, that most people, they dread, they fear, no matter how well they do during nursing school. But for me, I'm not a fearful person. That's just me. And I'm not bragging or anything. That's just my makeup. Yeah. And I remember when the 20th of October came, I fling with every book. I fling with every book. I say, I'm done. Because remember, as a single mother, I was going to nursing school full time, being a mother full time. The pandemic came on us full time, at home doing virtual classes with my other son full time, everything without any help apart from God Almighty. You understand? No family, no friends, no nothing. Just imagine how overwhelming that is. If anybody ever been in school, even as an adult, or even if you've never been an adult, but just knows the schoolwork, especially when you're doing great and you have to study, it's a lot. And anybody knows about nursing school, it takes a lot. You have to study, you have to know how one drop of blood runs through the entire body. That's just an example. So at the end of October, me dash every book. Mr. Look here, I'm done with book. I'm finished with books. And remember, I have to get ready for my board exam. And so you have to, the school has to send your information to the nursing board, and then you have to register with them. You have to sign up, pay the different, peer review, wherever, the nursing board and all of that. And so when when the school finally sent out information and I finally got my date span period, which I would be able to take my exam, it was from December 2 to June. So December 2, 2020 to June 2 of 2021. So what that means is that 6-month time frame, you have to do that board exam within that 6-month time frame, at least your first attempt, right? So anyways, I just was more focused in this program, guys. I'm telling you, I learned. Now I'm a big time poster designer. I can do my own little editing, video editings, and all of these things, Now I can do it at quick in a quick short space of time. Before then, it used to take me like weeks, sleepless nights, plus studying and all of that. So I said, look here, I'm not gonna study no more. Me done. And when I got a date, as I said, from December 2, 2020 to June 2 of 2021 to do my board exam. Remember, it's a pandemic. And because of the pandemic, everything pretty much was limited. So even space in the exam centers were limited, right? And in January, I didn't even look at that. I was like, I've got time. And so I would, normally go back and look at the dates and see what availability there is. And then in March, I was like, no, I got to buckle down now, because listen, time is winding down and June is just around the corner. Yeah. And so when I started to look at dates, there were no available dates. Hi, Gary. How are you? Hi, Nicole. How you doing, my dear? How you doing, darling? Listen, I also have to big up the Nicole Reed. You understand? I know the Nicole Reed show. I met her this year as well. We're just doing year in review, woman of God, and we're just talking the things them and just clearing our head and clearing our space to move forward into a new year. So blessings, my sister. You were a part of my journey as well. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm so happy that I've met you. Very nice person, nice personality and everything. And when we even meet each other, we realize we're almost like family. Nicole, can you imagine small world? That's why, as I said at the beginning of this live, we have to be very careful of how we treat people and how we deal with people, because we never know who is that person, or when we're going to need that person, or when we're going to end up in that person's palms. Yeah, because look, me a nurse today, so you can imagine how enough people when they deal with me bad, if them become a patient, if they want to be a bad, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, but I'm not that kind of person. But anyways, in March I started to look for dates to do my board exam, and can I tell you, there were no dates available. And I was like, I looked all over the place. Tampa, and I mean Tampa is a good distance from where I live. I looked in East or South Florida, like Fort Lauderdale side. No date. I'm looking at Port Charlotte. I'm looking like even in other states, and there were no available dates. And I'm like, Jesus, have mercy. June is just around the corner, and the deadline is June 2. And I'm like, God, what am I going to do? So every day I'll be, like a hawk, watching the website and going on the nursing board website to see if I could get a date. And not only to get a date, but a date that was conducive to me and my boys, because, most of the daycares, they were closed for the pandemic, right? And so I wanted a date or a day that I could get an exam in the afternoon, because early morning exam, I would have to be thinking of going either the night before and staying at a hotel, and now who would I leave my boys with? It's COVID time, you can't trust nobody, no people like that and all of these things. So the other option would be to drive early to go to the exam room if it was an 8 o'clock exam, and then daycare don't open that early, right? And so I said, God, you have to help me. Let me get an afternoon exam schedule. And I kept looking, all of March done, I still didn't get a date. April come, I kept looking, and boom, the first week of April, or a couple days before the exam, I finally saw an opening 1 p.m. on April 8th in Port Charlotte. And I said, thank you, Jesus. So I called up the daycare and I said, are you guys open? They say yes. I said, look, I know my child hasn't been in daycare for a while. They said, okay, they're still open and they will keep him for me to go do my exam. Can I tell you guys, can I be honest with you guys? And this is no brag thing or anything. I did not study. From I dropped the books in October of 2020, me tell myself, so look, me finish with studying because I really don't like to study. And that's why when I'm in class, you'll find that I would be the one who's asking a lot of questions. And if I read that passage or read that chapter once, you're not really going to find me reading it twice. So I'm going to read it and read what I'm to read. And if I don't understand something, then I'm going to ask so I can get a full understanding of it, so that if you wake me up in the middle of the night and ask me about it, or 10 years down the road, I can explain it to you. Because remember as a Jamaican, we never normally get a lot of multiple choice questions when we do exams. It was mostly write your answers in, fill in the blanks, or you have to write a little paragraph or a couple of sentences to answer the question. Anybody can agree with that? That's mostly how, I don't know what it is now since I've left in 2007, what it is like now, but what I knew back then was that when you're doing an exam in Jamaica, it's not a lot of multiple choice. And even so, if it's set up as multiple choice, you gotta know the content. Okay, it wasn't anything easy like here, somewhat, if you get what I'm saying. But anyways, I finally got the date. Can I tell you? I drove all the way to Port Charlotte that morning. I dropped off the kids and the boys, and I went all the way to Port Charlotte. When I went, it was a lot of protocols that you had to, wear mask and sanitize, and you spread out in the exam room. I think it was about just 6 of us in the room on that particular day and time. Anyways, how the exam set, for those of you who are doing nursing and you've not yet sat your board exam, how it's set here in the States is that it's around 220 or 225 questions maximum, and you have about 5 hours to do that exam, okay, the board exam. Now, when I went there, they told me, okay, so this is what's going to happen. There's going to be a time when it reaches a certain number of hours, the computer is going to tell you if you want to take your first break, you can go and use the bathroom. But then if you take that first break to go use the bathroom, you have to go through the rigmarole again to come back inside. And I'm like, look here, myself, I said, look here, me not going to take no break, I said, God, I pray that no people come down for me, and that I don't have to go to the bathroom. So anyways, guys, when me sit down on the decks now, after me done get me past my identification and go through them rigmarole, and I sat at the desk now and turn on the computer and everything ready to start now. So the first question pop up, people. I'm like, what is? Like, I felt so nervous, kind of, First question pop up, and I said, God, do I remember this? Easy question, do I know? It's just like, I don't know if somebody ever said the word is yet, or you're writing a sentence and you can't spell is, which is only IS, 2 letters. Anybody ever encountered that before? Well, that was like what it was for me when the first question pop up on that screen at my board exam, my nursing board exam. Easy question, but it's like, because I was a little bit nervous, I was like, God. So I took some deep breaths and said, Cleo, calm down. So remember now, you can take the full 5 hours and you do all the questions, which is about 220 questions, or there's a systematic thing with the computer. If you're doing bad, the computer can shut down at a certain point. And if you're doing real good, the computer can shut down at a certain point. And also, there's something else that I learned. If you're going too fast, even if you're doing good, the computer can shut down on you. And I think what they say, why it happens, is that the computer may think that you're cheating. Okay, but anyways, I remember about 2 hours into the exam, about an hour and change, almost 2 hours into the exam, the computer pop up and say, okay, you now can take your first break, right? So when we see it, as I said, I've already conditioned my mind that I'm not gonna get to go to no bathroom. So I say, I kiss my teeth and say, Chong, and I hit continue. So when I hit continue, okay, let me also tell you, after that very first question, most of my questions were select all that apply. You'll hear they call it SATA, SATAs. So in nursing, the jargon SATA means select all that applies. So when you hear that, nobody wants to get those kinds of questions on the board exam unless you know the stuff inside out, from front to back to front, and somebody wake up in your sleep and online sleep, you know it. You don't want to get those questions. Reason being is with those SATAs, select all that applies. If there are 3 correct answers out of the many that they put, probably 5 or 6 options, and there are 3 correct answers within that question, if you only select 2 out of the 3, you're gonna get that question wrong. You're not getting no points for the question, none at all, for the few where you get out of like 2/3. You're not getting that none at all. You're gonna get a 0. So nobody likes to get those questions. And remember, you don't know what questions are gonna pop up. You don't know the type of questions that are going to pop up. So God help us all. Yeah. And let me tell you something, guys. 99% of my questions were, anybody can guess? SATAs. Select all that apply. 99 of my nursing board exam questions were SATAs, guys. So if you're listening, SATA means select all that applies. And like I said, if you miss one of the answer when you're selecting the answers, you're going to get the whole question wrong. Guys, me nah lie. In a Jamaican term, when you hear the thing, you say, no, something I go twep twep, I saw my heart that go boom, 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 boom. Like my heart now no beat no rhythm no more. Cause me like, Jesus peace, why me I forget all of these questions, select all that apply. I mean, I say, Father God, I mean, you know some of them, but it's like with those questions, it might look like the answer, but that's not what they're looking for. So you have to make sure you answer them correctly. You choose them correctly. There's no no way around it. And let me tell you something, guys. After the first option for me to take a break, I didn't take a break. And me hit continue. I'm say, Lord of mercy. When I tell me I like double guess myself, I said, God, am I even doing good on this exam? Come here fretting on me. I said, no man, why so much select all that apply? Me can't get some regular one question where you just select one answer and you're gone and go through. I'm say, God Almighty, why me? Anyway, the lady also come the call her over, and she said there are about 15 questions out of the 200 and some questions that would be trial and error. So what they do every year, they add some test questions, meaning that they will see how the students do on these questions to figure out if for the following year, if they're going to add it to the exam. You understand what I'm saying? And if any nurse on here who've sat the board exam before, they will understand what I'm saying, but I'm trying to explain to my conquerors who probably are thinking about going in nursing or who are currently in nursing school and they've not yet sat their board exams, what to expect, kind of, or sharing my experience with you, in other words. So anyways, after I click continue now, I'm going to say, okay, miss. And about 10 more minutes now into the exam, the computer blew up in my face again. This time I'm frightened, and I'm not exaggerating. I was literally frightened because it just pop up woof in my face. So I said, Jesus, peace. Computer shut down for me now. So anyway, I make one click now. I say, what is just happening a while ago? Because I'm like, me kind of lost. I say, what happened to the computer now? So I make a click, and when I look, I noticed that it changed. So there's some numbers up in the top. Apparently, those were the number of questions that you've already done so far. So remember, you have 5 hours to do the exam, and it's 200 and something questions. So I call the invigilator and I say, what's happening? The computer just popped up a while ago. And I said, what does that number say? The number that was in the corner was 76. And I asked her, I said, what is that number? What does it represent? She said, it's the computer shut down on me at 75 questions. People, my conquerors, can I tell you? I feel like I want to have diarrhea. Me feel like me want to vomit. Me feel like me want to faint. Me feel like everything I come down upon me. Like me feel like my period all I come down upon me. We're just done everything. Because it's like I'm like, Jesus, peace. With all these sort of questions, remember, you know, if you not get all of the answers them within the question, you'll get them wrong. And then the computer shut down upon me past 75 questions. Me say, Lord of mercy. Me say, listen. I got up from around the computer. I'm tell you, I'm nervous. I don't know how my body never have come down. I know I never have nervous breakdown. And I'm not joking. I'm being honest with you guys. And I went downstairs at the longest step I take me to reach downstairs. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to sit down in my vehicle. And I'm going to tell you, I sat in my vehicle for 1 hour and change. 1 full hour just sit down in my vehicle and look out of space, and the exam I run through my mind, and I say, Father, me pass the exam. I come here, I say, I'm a girl where I don't like to fail. Okay, let me put it out there. For those, a lot of people know me, but for those who don't know who I am, I don't like to fail. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I've not failed. I've failed many times, but I've got up and I run again. You understand? But I really don't like to fail. I like to get it right the first time, all the times. That's what I learned when I did marketing. TQM, total quality management, get it right the first time, all the time. That's just something that's a part of me. And because me also learn it, that it reinforced that part of me. Anyway, I sit down, and after I call a friend of mine in New York. I'm say, yo, you know, say, look like me fail the exam here. And the person, I say, why you think you fail it? Because you're a bright girl. You know, because the person knows I'm a bright for real. I mean, our boss is just a so. Anybody know me, say, from me, I go primary school, basic school. When me finish basic school, me jump grade 1, go grade 2. I'm left grade 2, I move go one next country in Jamaica. And when I went into grade 2, they put me at grade 1. I never spend no time. They put me at grade 2, I never spend no time. I go to grade 3. I'm a skip grade 4 and go to grade 5 and catch up some other repeaters in a grade 6 at Balaclava Primary School. That's why you hear me talk about Balaclava. Yeah. All right. So back to what I'm saying now. So me I say, God no. And I was serious. Come and say, look like me fail the exam, because I was just thinking so hard on those questions. I say, Lord of mercy. Then me not sure so me get all of the answers them within the question them right. Me I say, and I like me not know my stuff, and so on. The question them to me weren't really hard. I'm not gonna lie, but you don't know, one little mistake, you slip, you slide. And the person I said, just chill, man. Let me tell you, say I was feeling like a fish. It's like me feel like me not dip on earth. Me just feel like me a sail somewhere. Like me just feel like empty. Me just feel like everything I've lost, everything. That was how I felt. And I start dry. I gather the strength. I'm say, God, I said a prayer. I said, God, give me the energy and the courage to just, vibes up and thing. And on my way back home from Port Charlotte to Naples, that was like a 2-hour drive. And so I finished the exam. The exam started 1 o'clock, and I finished the exam a little bit after 3, thereabout. 3 o'clock, a little after 3, thereabout. Like I said, the exam shut down at 75%. Anyway, guys, me call one of my classmates now, and me I run my brain pan her now, because me no want them know say me see the exam, because me I say, boy, me no want nobody know say me see the exam, and then if anything and me go fail the exam, and me have to sit over the exam, because she don't tell me say she take fair exam in March already, and she passed, and she tell me a couple other people who take them exam, they went all the way out of wherever, and they took it and then passed. And two of the other, well, that girl, she was one of my competitors, because me used to compete with her. Like, we always compete for the top 3 in class, because even when I finished nursing school, I was number 3. Yeah, number 3. I came 3rd in overall everything. Yeah. So I said to her, because she told me that there is a way that you can use to find out if you pass the exam before you get the results. And it was where you would use your credit card, and you would go back on the website, the Peerview website, where you schedule your exam, and you would go back and do like your rescheduling for a new date. So what she says, and this is just a little way, it's not, don't go and quote me. And if it doesn't work for you, don't go and quote me and say how it didn't work for you. This is something that we just know of a maneuver and say, okay, we're going to do it and see if it works. So what she said is, try your credit card to reschedule the exam. If it doesn't go through, then that means you already passed the exam. But if it goes through or is about to go through, then say that means you technically failed the exam. So anyway, I said to her, say, cool. So I'm not sending to her now. So I just sit the exam and I'm going to say nothing. So anyway, I tried it. But it's like I'm so nervous. I said, Lord, me not gonna put in my credit card information and then it go through again if anything or whatever. So I was so livid. I was just so, in a hard place between a rock and, you understand? Because as I said, I don't like loss. So that was the Thursday afternoon I did the exam. And then the Friday, I was home the Friday night and I went and I looked up because there's a way you can look up certain information. And when I go look up the information, when me look, I see my license number printed, guys. Me said the whole house tear up. Me said, listen, I scream. Me said, thank you, Jesus. Me said, God, and me go up. Me now like I went on wild and me thank God and me I cry and me I said, God, because let me tell you something. You guys wouldn't understand, and I know it's not your business to understand, but when I tell you, so when you're going to nursing school or you're doing anything of the sort, to uplift yourself and to empower yourself and to make yourself more marketable and all of that. When you're a single parent, you have to do everything by yourself. You're not in a family. You come wash your clothes for you the weekend or do your house, clean your house for you or do your laundry or cook for you or take the children them for a month or a weekend or something, especially when you have them exam or come up. But hey, my first week in nursing school, guys, I had 3 exams. Did you hear me? I started on a Tuesday. And by the Friday of that very first week, I had 3 exams. And they were not practice exams. They were full-fledged, graded exams that went towards your grades. Yeah? 3 exams in my very first week. I never prepared ready for that. But guess what, girl? Mash them up. I'm not gonna lie. You understand what I'm saying? Because what I want to tell you out of my story right there, so is that anything you are intentional about and you're decisive about and disciplined about, you must, and you can achieve it. And as long as you say, God, I can do this because your words tell me that with Christ, I can do all things possible. You can. If me do it and you want to do something, whether it be nursing, lawyer, doctor, teacher, whatever skill, trade, you can do it. Remember now, 2018, I got arrested. My whole life turned upside down, 2018. Yeah? And that was the beginning of nursing school for me. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And I said, God, I remember I said, God, how am I going to go to nursing school full time? I don't have nobody to give me no money. Hi, Lisette. Good night, darling. Thank you so much. Lisette, let me tell you, I know you are proud of me and it's not a bad proud. And I appreciate those who believe in me, those who have faith in me, those who trust me to even sit here to be talking to you. I appreciate you guys so much. If I even one conqueror, I appreciate you guys so much because you know what? This one conqueror who might be listening can get something out of the nonsense that I might be sitting here and speaking. You understand what I'm saying? That's why this is all about uplifting and inspiring. Just name uplifting and inspiring and invigorating for nothing. It's about most of the things that I have been through. That's why God is using me as a stepping stone for somebody else. You understand? So if me can do it, you can as well. Tell yourself that you can do it. Don't make nobody talk you out of your dreams either because we're going to get into that now, but I just want to share the little testimony here with Uno. For no say, God is possible. He's able. Him can allow you to achieve anything, no matter what you've been through, no matter what others say about you. You think a little bit them talk about me? Because remember, this are the same girl where they did with the married man, them, and the wife, them after me, and things say me come take them man when another man can't look me, But in essence, it's not a blame game because it takes 2 to tango. Because we're not supposed to deal with them married man, the as women until they come and flash them decree paper. But guess what? Somehow we get tricked and I saw the thing set. You understand what I'm saying? And I just saw the thing set. But guess what? We are going to sit down and ball and because wife Send message to everyone on your Facebook friend them, that are me. Send message, oh, tell her to left me husband and she at home, reckon then or some other girl where the man did have. When them realize say you're a new girl, them vex and them start friend all the wife and all them something there and start banting you and talk all kind of evil against you. I am that same girl who is sitting here today. I am now an international chaplain. I can counsel people. I mean, no enough for that say she can counsel nobody. Yes, I can. I come to tell her say, yes, I can. You know why I can? Because I've been through it. So I don't only have the title or the accolades to go talk to people. God allowed me to go through the things them. So when time I talk to people, me can relate. Me know me I go talk to them both. Plus the theory part where me learn and I can use my experience and mold somebody. And with God's direction, I can channel them along the right path. So yes, me can counsel people because me hear it. So we're looking the year in review. Enough people have taught them mouth full of evil, but oh, she take people man, oh, she this, oh, she that. She was. It happened. And enough of we still a take people man in a church too. So guess what? Me not come here for point no finger upon nobody. Me come to share my story and let somebody know that I'm here for you. You are depending on me. God allow me. I was on my prayer line last night sharing testimony, and God allow somebody, speak to somebody to allow me to share a testimony of my molestation as a child so that it could strengthen somebody on that prayer line. You understand what I'm saying? So when sometimes some of us go through things, nobody cannot validate you because he who is without sin, make us cast the first stone now. Let us cast the first stone now. Because I want to tell all of those who have something negative to say about me, shut up. Because guess what? If your night should turn to there, your closet should drop out, you wouldn't bother even talk about me. I'm not here with any negative vibes. I'm here to show love, to spring positive vibes, but I'm here to send a message to somebody as well. Anybody who has anything negative to say about me. This is very interesting. Of course, it is. Listen, if you waste gossiping and wasting time over man for 2 hours, you can read a book for 2 hours. Even that, because of course, because gone were the days when time the same people them man me a stress over the people them man, and now can I see the people them man a stress me out. The man a look for me everywhere me they at school or when me gone at clinicals. The man a drive. I find out when me they at clinicals. I ask me classmate them for me. The people them man, the same people them man were people that think say me go home wreck them home. No, You understand what I'm saying? No, people need to know, Sister Lisette. People need to know these things because a lot of us women either have been in the situation or is going through the situation today. You understand what I'm saying? And some of us, we're not to be blamed per se, but at the end of the day, we get involved, and as I said, it takes two to tango. So we're just here to share the story and say, if even me can get out of it, and decide, because I was intentional. Because even when I made up my mind to walk out of that entanglement, the man still try hold on for me same way. Me all the time live. I've been on this live, probably not tonight, but the live when me dep on I interview people and the man come on me yard and dep on the live, I kiss me and I say, "What to your wife?" And the man I say, "No business. I'm just showing you these things." So when people may be dragging my name out there, we ought to probably find out the full story. So when I'm on platforms or even on my platform sharing my story, it's not about boasting about the situation. It's not about trying to throw people under the bus or being trifle, because you have some people who will sit and talk about, oh, this and that and how much man and rare and whatever. Some of us will never know better. Some of us, because of how we were treated, we go searching, seeking love in all different angles and think that people are really genuine to us when they really were not. You understand what I'm saying? So it is just something that God uses to mold us, to strengthen us, so that we can be an example to somebody else, to strengthen somebody else. You see what Sister Sally said? Don't let people Me not see the comment properly now. Hold on there. Hold on. Yeah, don't let people that they are important. You're important. No, yeah, man. Of course, because when people talk about it, that means you're a VVIP, not even a VIP, but a VVIP. You understand? And even the fact that I shared my testimony with, and that's just a part of my nursing school, because it me tell us everything about how I went through nursing school. There were times when I never have money to pay my rent, people. You understand? Because remember, 2018, my whole life was in shambles. I had to go to ground zero. And I remember how when New York did mash up and everything was flat out, I saw my life was in 2018. Faced with eviction letter. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And I didn't sit down. I didn't look at the situation and get up and cry every day and I said, God, how am I going to get out of this? No, I took my butt up and I went hustling as I always do. Honest, earnest hustling. You see what I'm saying? And another thing I want to say, when we live some loose, careless life, that's how the devil get to come in to do some devilish, devious, demonic stuff to destroy our lives. And that's just my story to share. You see what I'm saying? It was a mess, but God used that mess to remold me into a master, into his masterpiece. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I can come on here and testify, because I've been through the tests. And that's why God aligned people to come my way to show me, and guide me and allowed me to become an anger management specialist, because I was angry for years, from a child to an adult. Didn't know why. You see what I'm saying? I am a domestic violence coach because, yes, I am a victor of domestic violence. Not only one time, not only two times, because a lot of people think that it's just physical abuse that is domestic violence. No. Sometimes the physical abuse would have better than the verbal and the emotional and the financial abuse. A whole heap of kind of abuse you get in a domestic violence. You understand? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Guys, so when people are going to talk about, can't listen to she, yes, me have the juice, the sauce, because I've been there. Me can tell you, say no go down the part there. Any man come when they were married, run them. Make them stay with the wife or want to sit down and take SHIT. You understand? Because enough of them relationship, they not want for them. No dead, no happiness, no joy, no dead, so. You understand? But you want to tell him, say, if you really want me, do the necessary and pray about it, and don't only pray about it and say God answer you. Wait upon God for really answer you and see for this, so you're really for there. Because enough marriages, I'm here to tell somebody, say enough marriages today, nothing now go on for them. I'm not bitter. I am better. So when me talk, it's not about me. No, for God say, oh, because she couldn't get the man, and me run the man, and the man still run me down up to today. And me know him I go watch, because everything me do him the back of me PP clock. You see what I'm saying? You strengthen me tonight to move on, because I just signed up for 2 classes at Oakton College, and you are giving courage and strength. Yes, Sister Lee said, you can do it. Age is just a number. Me see 87-year-old, a graduate in Brooklyn with Bachelor's of Science, PhD, 80 odd years old. Remember when I had the special guest, Miss Donna, who came on here? She's suffering from MS, multiple sclerosis, and she gave her testimony. Her brother, who introduced me to her to interview her, he achieved his accolades in his 50s, 60s. We can do it. No make nobody tell us say you can't, because those are dream killers and time wasters, because nothing now want for them, and then their subterranean level, they want you to stay with them. Don't do it. Rise up and say, God, I can. You said that I can do it. You understand? Yeah? I'm getting chills, guys. Yeah? Of course. No matter what your past was like, no matter how mucky and dirty it was, God washed me off. And he washed me and scour with down, like when you scour Dutch pot. You ever see some shine Dutch pot? I can go for me one night kitchen and show you how it shine. But not all the dirty Dutch pot, them, they shine one when you can look in it and see your face like it shine like gumbe, like looking glass. Yeah, God wash us and scour with down. and say, yes, my daughter, go on again. Go teach girls. Make them know, say, when man come, them know how to date man, and date no mean intercourse. Dating mean to find out if the man is for you and you seek God and prayer and everything like that. Yeah, he might use me. So who don't like it? I'm sorry, too bad. Because even family members right now, not talk to me, block me. But guess what? I still love you all. Even the one them who did molest me have something to say. You understand what I'm saying? How could you? But I love me say, loving in my heart. Whether daughter no want to talk to me, that a phone of business. Me already come and me already ask for forgiveness and apologize to who me need to apologize. And if when I tell my story and talk the truth, who not like it, whether cousin over here, so the one them will want to see me fall, will, if we not plan for change, but me telling us something today. This is the last Thursday in 2021, right? Every day is a brand new day. I'm not going to talk about the new year, because really and truly, we never know when a new year really starts. But based on the calendar that we're using, the new year is supposed to start Saturday, midnight. Friday night, midnight, going to Saturday, right? But I'm here to tell you, if you don't plan for change on a dirty ways, woe be unto unoka. The stop one could have stop me then. Whoa, you can't. And you shall fail woefully if you no plan for change. And those are not my words. You go read the Bible. And not my desire for sooner fail. But you can't stop me. And you like me, guess what? I love you. How God say, if you love your enemies, them too. Even though sometimes you have to fight them back too, because sometimes we enemy them, I will see them family member them, they don't want to see we strive, they don't want to see we prosper, they don't want to see we achieve, they don't want to see we reach nowhere. But Cleopatra will reach a pinnacle where God say, because God has a purpose for me, and that's why, yes, me might look like the one where uno reject and uno abandon and uno talk all manner of evil about, but guess what? I'm a child of God. I am born again, and may I live a life of pleasing to God, so I must prosper. I must succeed. I must be successful. Whatever I put my hands to will prosper. So all the naysayers them, to the ones them that try to come close to me, to get to me and to know what's going on in my life, and then one side talking and gossiping. Listen, I don't need to stop. Try to figure out a way to see how to make your life happy with Christ, because without him, we are nothing. We can't up today and we just drop boops like a breadfruit off a tree tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying? So we're not supposed to talk no bad about nobody. One of the day one time me I wear shoes where me have to put cardboard in her. I got high school. One of the day one time I see them to pay for high school. Nobody never did it. One of the day one time I forget lunch money got high school. One of the day one time my school fee did for pay got high school. One of the day one time me hungry days and nights. One thing I'm learning in life, no matter how bad things be, especially if you have your children, remember not all of them gonna be good. And some of them, if we sit down and spend time to steer them the right way, they probably would have been good from a long time. You understand what I'm saying? And they would have got through all the mess that they go through. But everything happened on this earth for a reason, no matter how bad it is, people. Let me tell you if you never know. The good, the bad, and the ugly, the indifferent. So there should be no man on this earth speaking ill of anybody. So if your life was pure and holy from day one, happy to know, baby, I saw God did set your life. But not because the man who got through the pit and got through the mud and the murk and the wrongdoings means that God never have a meaning for them life to. Yes, he does. He allow them. And most of we are the real chosen ones. I'm going to say that without apology. We are the real chosen ones. We have to go through. Yeah, because God did already know before we even get conceived. Amen, prophet. Yes, prophet. Yes, my sister. We are not men pleasers. Who bex and who boss. Who want bex, my sister? Who want boss? And that me say, it's a year in review and me not carry nothing go forward with me going in 2022, 2020 few. A few. And that's why, let me tell you something. Enough people jealous of me and envious of me. And every day, me always say to God, say, God, if there be any ounce of envy, jealousy, grudgeful, take it out of me. Me never find myself yet unhappy for somebody's success. I never see. If there's some, okay, let me calm down. Let me drink some water. May I drink some Voss water? So may I advertise for Voss? Anybody ever try this water? It's actually in glass, you know. And so we do the thing them. Let me drink some water. Let me take a break. Hold on, water break. I'm gonna tell you this. I never find myself yet unhappy for somebody's success who I know in my circle, all total strangers. You can just imagine. Never. Enough people claim to me jealous of people because when me did there with the married man, me hear say I'm jealous of him wife and pity them with the one. And then they know the truth. Now the same people them will come back at talk about say I'm me jealous of the woman husband with her husband. And the same people them did not tell no say the man look me. Right, did all vex with me when time I talk back to the man when the man done and my baby father already because I had a child for both married men. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, including my last son, right? And vex with me, but yet still then claim up and then even my own child. Come here, go talk it through. Come here, to be transparent with my conquerors. Even my own first child. Gang up with the same man with another cousin I try to tear me down. My first daughter, you know, when me go through hell with fear father, you know. When me go through hell with fear so-called father, because who knows she could be a jacket, so we're going to talk things them, yeah? We're going to be real up in here tonight, because we are talking, we're not carrying nothing go forward. So when time I come here, come talk, me don't want nobody come talk about, oh, she thought this or oh, she thought that, but she have skeletons in her closet. Yes, my first daughter, she not deal with me. Because I confessed to her earlier this year and asked her to forgive me. Yeah? And I've never done her anything. Me not see where me done her anything wrong. Because remember, my first child ended up being with her father because he got custody of them when they were younger, when I was working at National Commercial Bank. And the reason how him get custody of them, let me go down in another story there and share with you guys a little bit. Yeah? I had my children. Me and him lived together. Man was very controlling. The man pull all gun pa me already in my chest to kill me over foolishness, jealousy. Yeah? But me telling you. And when me decide to walk away, because I couldn't take no more in my ball night in and day, go work with my eyes them swell for wear shades, go work, I hide them, swell up eye them. Sophia Thompson can tell you, me tell the story here already. I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm now gonna say it again. And it'll go in my book. Yeah? And when me couldn't take it no more, me tell him, me I go left because I want to when me, I'm very transparent. Whether me I do bad or me I do good, me I go talk what it is what me I go do. I'm tell him, me I go left you. And God caused me to find out saying did that cheat for me to and with the giant pinky and say anybody will cheat for anybody, the relationship done. And one thing with anybody who knows me, anything what me say, I want me mean. And if me say something behind somebody back and you come confirm about it, me say yes, that's what me say. Because when you're going to try beat me, we can quash it out somehow. You understand what I'm saying? That's just the person who I am. Yeah? And we end up in a court. Me bring him to family court in a Jamaica. This is in Jamaica, guys, right? And the family court said to pay $12,000 for the two girls them at the time. Remember now, you know, 2001 October, I go foreign, I go Illinois where my mother was. Me and this guy we used to in our relationship. And it so happened that me spend a month at Illinois and I go back to Jamaica and I leave my boyfriend. Them time their boyfriend, we call each other boyfriend and girlfriend. I leave him at my mother house. And me don't know what my mother do him and him couldn't take the disrespect and him pack up in Didi Bungle and him leave our house. So guess what now? Once the youth leave my mother house, me there Jamaica can't hear from him because the plan is, you know, we did have a plan and him did a work with my stepfather. And after a while, me hear whole heap of different things, say nobody no pay never run and me there look now, because remember now, when me go back to Jamaica forget my job I walk, my boss tell me, say look, nothing now go and say my lay me off, but I vex him did vex because me decide to me I go take a whole month off because me did tired and need a break. So him use that against me and say, him have to make me laid off. Yeah? So me, you know, I try to hear from my boyfriend a foreign, no, me can't hear none. And then my rent was $20,000 and I come live a posh area off Malines Road and my rent was $20,000, yeah? So guess what now? Me out of a job, Me now hear from my man a foreign. So the $20,000 turn, $40,000 turn, $60,000 turn, $80,000 turn, $100,000. And guess what? I call my mother now and my family. Them I say, look here, my rent back up on me and rain. Nobody now come to my rescue. And me every day, I try to put out application and everything. Every day, I mail off 100 application. Every day, I drive around. Yeah, I did have some money, so I could have, buy gas and food and so on. Anyway, after a while now, I get the job at the bank, 2002. No, I get the job at NHT first, National Housing Trust. And you have to carry the children, them go at daycare. So what happened, because me kind of drop off a shape, because talk the truth, enough time we drop off a shape and we have to get up back and build back again, yeah? Enough time me drop off a shape. No 1, no 2, no 3, no 4, no 5, no 6, no 7, no 8, no 9, no 10 time, whole heap of time, yeah? And bringing the children to the daycare, the money kept piling up. So, me I try to pinch and I pay this a bill, I pay a little bit of this a bill. Well, good thing, me never did a pay no car payment because me did buy my car cash. And anyway, the money I built up at the daycare. So Miss Pauline, me I go say Miss Pauline, that was her name, of Waymouth Drive this so. And this day, so after I was at NHT for a few months and then I got the job at NCB. And it so happened that those 2 jobs, I used to pass the buildings on Oxford Road, NCB, Card Center on Oxford Road, and NHT on Oxford Road. Anybody who know where Hero Circle is at, right there, so. I used to pine on the building them, This is just a manifestation. Me I go put in on again. Say anything on a manifest and ask God for happen, it will happen. I used to point on those buildings literally and say, me that I want to work over there, so me I go work over there, so. And I ended up working at those 2, them 2 building there, yeah. And I start work at NCB, and me also go take the police test. So in between, because remember, I was out of a job, so I did a look job all different kind of places. Me even go to the police test, me pass it. They were doing my background check, so I did a wait for them now for call me for go trading at Twickenham Park, yeah? So when me get a job at NHG, that process was still going on for the police, right? So NCB as I say, because of all the application, the NCB called me while I was at NHT. Police them call me back, so me have to decline them then now and say, look here, me didn't want to work at bank, so me I got a bank. And yeah, me didn't want to work at NHT, me get a chance to work there a couple of months, and me I go over to the bank now. And I had a good rapport with my manager in the accounts department, and me put in my resignation, guys. I'm show you all got good, but they have to drop out the resignation because when me forgot NCB leaching just by it, and there was a transition going on, and then them said them freeze hiring, so me have to go back and take back the resignation and all them something here. Anyway, guys, long short short, me and the children them father now at it because me never have nowhere to leave the children them now because the money pile up. So one of them was 6. One of them was 6. No, one of them was 8 years old and one was 2 years old, but they were very smart. So what I did, I would get up and cook every morning, prepare them meal, and I would show the big one how to use the microwave. So I leave them in the house, and yes, I know so enough I got chat and talk all manner of evil, but when you're in a situation and you're in a hard place and you don't know what to do, trust me, sometimes you have to take chances. I'm sure no so you understand what I say. And I left them in the house and I asked my neighbor to give an eye for me. So what happened, I had 2 cell phones them time there. So the one I'm leave with the children them, I would call them every hour on the hour because I told my manager what was going on. Because I'm say one thing with me, I'm very transparent. And I told my manager, look, I'm going to beg you for me, give me some time every hour to call the children because they won't by themselves, even though me ask the neighbor for give an eye and stuff, whatever. It was risky, but I had no option. I had no alternative, guys. I exhausted all resources, and that was what I had to do, okay? So all who wants to me wicked and say me careless, and until you're in my shoe, then you can talk. So the phone I'm gonna leave with them was the phone that he had that number. I never know my next number. So me like idiot now, never ever know, say, you know what? Me never think to say, okay, if him call them, that would have happened. So anyway, he end up call the phone and realize to them they're home by themselves and him go take them. Yeah. And when me reach home now, and me I call and my neighbor said to me, say, no, him come take them. So me I call the man now answer the phone. Until him finally answer the phone. Remember now, him have my key because me can't get in my house because them have the key. Everything that they at the house with them and him take them gone. Long story short, we end up a court again. So him claims him a file custody. So now me I work at the bank. Me just start work at the bank. Me I feel left the bank every minute for go court, family court versus the other court for custody and all of these things. So I had to now sit down with my manager and say, look, this is exactly what is going on. And I let me want to take time from work, but me have a situation here at hand. And when I explained to her, she said, Cleopatra, I understand. And when she tell me her story, she said the same thing she went through with her husband when he take the children in from her for whatever they were going through, similar situation. And she said, I'm gonna tell you this, don't fight him. If you want custody of them, make him get custody of them because you've been struggling with them and in a pain of mind, he might try to spite you because you left him. So if he want custody, don't fight him. Make him get custody. And we went to court till all the judge called me a bitch. She don't know me never. I didn't even get a chance to express myself, and the woman called me bitch in the court. And when me tell her, say when she says so, court get up and ruly. Yeah, but anyway, long story short, that's how he got custody of them. So now I was all by myself. The other bank still at work, so till 2007, I decided to come a foreign, and I got redundant from the bank. Same day, I come from a vacation, and that's how the whole foreign thing started. I said, all these years, even though I've been making things happen, and when I say me not left out God. I don't know, say God in the midst of it, but you understand what I'm saying. I say, I've been struggling, me have to do everything from high school days, me have to fend for myself, you understand what I'm saying? Me have to do everything on my own, I fend for myself from my little pitney and probably do some wrong things, but me not have no guidance, you understand what I say? So me I try to fend for myself same way. And so I ended up applying for the international student status, so changing over from visitors visa to F1, which is a student visa, and all of these things. So all this time now, the same daughter woman I tell you about it now, open and all lose the story where no have nothing to do with me today. She live with the father, she run away, and if my mother wish to talk the truth, she can talk the truth. When we get the news, me start panic. Me I said, no matter what fingers think, you can cut it off and dash it. We are done. Family, I'm a firstborn. You understand? I'm the only one who look like me. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, me never used to see it until now. Anyways, I was in school. I start fail my grades because it's like it's bothering me so much. I can't concentrate on anything. Hi Keisha, what go on? Welcome, boss lady in Canada, guys. If you want your Zivan products, your natural products, you want the alkaline tea skin products, I got some of them in here. I can show now. Check out Keisha Tanya Edwards. She's living in Canada. And Keisha, I sent a customer to you, my friend, and we used to work at NCB together too. So she should be contacting you, Keisha, all right? Big up your nice, clean self, boss lady. Yeah. So, yeah, guys, and she run away, and me I say, boy, she not strong like me. She one of the child when I have my, what I call it all, resilience and, tough and know how to rough it out and soldier it out no matter what, And I said, to all Jamaica run. You know what? Here said next thing them find her commit suicide or them find her body and whatever. And I reached out to a friend of mine who she was still working at the bank, and my friend said, no, send no money, Cleo, me take care of things. My friend find her, make sure she get her grocery, make sure that she was going to that's a one different situation. So with the runway situation, now I start looking to things that try to get people adapt her here and all kind of things. Same and grateful, Pitney, me I telling about but I still love her because I'm a first child, I'm a child, I'm a part of me. Part of me, she's a piece of me no matter what. But there's gonna be a time when she's gonna come right back on, and me I prophesy that. Yeah. And anyway, after that, I heard news that she's pregnant and the father put her out. Father put her out now, because after she run away, she go back home, and the same father and the same stepmother where she have put on pedestal now, because we got taught the things them, we not hide nothing. And them same one put her out in 2010. Yeah? And I remember when I got the news, some high school friends called me and said, Cleo, no cry, no beat up on yourself because she could have been with you too. Everything could be okay and she still could have get pregnant. And them encouraged me and stuff. And I took her in America, September, 1 week before our visa expire. Yeah? The same visa where me go look out for them when them father live with me and go get visa and me never even know. Yeah. And I took her up here and she have baby 2 months after she come up. And then she starts side with people who me know and I go on like say me I treat her bad. Remember no, me have to be a foreign, me I go to school, me have to work, me have to do everything to myself. Me not help from no mother, no father, no sister, no uncle, no brother, no nephew, no niece, nobody but God. You understand? My mama telling them a story already. Say my mother, and through my taught these things, my mother blocked me. She not talk to me, but that's okay. Me still love her. Me not go eat her. Cause me not have the time. Me have to forgive and move on. My mother lock off heat for me in a house and all manner of evil. Give me letter to come out her house and them things there. Yeah, same girl wanna sit down here. So you understand? Yeah. And when me take up my daughter, when everybody hear the news, nobody never have anything good to say. Nobody never sit down with me as a mother or grandmother and say, Cleo, what are we going to do? I had to figure it out myself. You understand? Go through embarrassment, borrow money from people when I could even pay back when I said I would pay it back. You understand? Showing you how some children are very ungrateful. And that's why we have to focus on ourselves. Me hear Cheryl keep saying it, say, family ungrateful, and sometimes our own pitney, sometimes our own mother, our own father, our own sister, our own brother, right in our own little family. You understand? Yeah. So we're gonna start from there so first before we even go into the circle to go outside. You understand what I'm saying? And just show you. But I have love in my heart for them. You understand? If they don't want to love me, that I feed them business, they must go answer to God for that. But me now go make Satan cause me to hate them. And one thing I'm gonna tell you though, I'm not gonna follow them up. If me reach out to you and me realize that you're avoiding me and ignoring me, guess what? Don't think so because I am a born again me if you follow them up. I'm not. We're gonna leave it right there and make God deal with it. So who want talk manner of evil can go and talk manner of evil. One thing you must know, so when time you're born again, you don't need to follow up people. You don't have to. There's nowhere in the Bible where say you have to follow them up and follow them up and follow them. You leave them alone and love them from a distance. And truly love them from a distance. You understand what I'm saying? Just in case. Because some people not get it right. Some people not know. Yeah. Because the first thing must say, oh, she come on social media, preach and testify and this and that and whatever. Let's get it right. So let me teach some people who need to be schooled. You understand what I'm saying? Jesus Christ never tell us you have to follow them up. You love them, you leave them, you say what you have to say, and if them decide so they don't want to have nothing to do with you, then that's okay. You understand what I'm saying? No matter who it is. Don't matter who it is. Yeah. So that is that. But as me tell people, nobody can tear me down. If God not tear me down and God not condemning me, there's no one on this earth who can condemn me. There's no one on this earth. They can talk and they can do all manner of evil, and that's why I have to stay prayed up. You understand? Because nobody mouth now go belittle me. Nobody mouth now go cause me to be stagnant. Nobody mouth or nobody evil mouth. Not just them mouth, but them evil words not gonna hold my life down, or them whatever they're trying to do will not hold me bound. Because let me tell you something, I'm no idiot anymore, and I know how to pray now. I'm not just praying I miss and just I pray some foolishness that I'm out or the same prayer every day. I know when time I deal with certain things, what to pray say and what how to deal with it. You understand what I'm saying? So I thank God for strength. And if somebody on this line today, whether you're watching this live right now or you're gonna stumble on this live and watch it, just know that no matter who it is, because the same Bible tells us that our enemies in our house. Sometimes our enemies right in our house. What that mean? In your family there, right in your bloodline. And when you're taught the truth, them don't like it. But they must remember that when them on them pumps and pride and do the wrong, them never know say there's gonna be a time when the switch was gonna flip. I mean, I didn't know the switch was gonna flip, but the switch flipped. So when the switch flip now, we still feel proud about to see, and we not feel vexed now. The truth hurts, and I know that. And they may think that, oh, you're coming to get them. No, I am sharing my experience and my story so somebody out there in the world can know that, listen, man, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. You can overcome because Christ not dash your way. Stop condemning yourself. Stop letting people make you feel less than. And you have some people on social media, all they come to do is intimidate people and drop them subs. Nobody no better than me. Nobody no better than you. You understand? If you want people to cause you to stay limited, then that's on you. Let us pray them off. You understand what I'm saying? And don't watch no face. Just put on your flint face and watch God face. See God face. Seek for him face. Not watch no other face. Because some of them life is a mess. Is a mess. You understand what I'm saying? And enough of we out here are put on a front. Enough of us wearing masks still today. And not just the regular mask where they say if we wear, but wearing a mask. You understand what I'm saying? Turmoil inside of them, Congo worm eat it out, inside of them a burn up, inside of them something. Listen, I was there, so I know. Because remember, me living with being molested as a child by not one family member, not two family member, not three, not four, but at least 5 of them, 5 man, 5 uncles. Yes, me no need for call the name because they know themselves and who want vex. Yeah. And what is sexual molestation? What happened to me? Either they try put them penis in me, or they come on me, they fondle me, whatever they did, they know what they do, they know themselves. I lived with that for 40 years, never tell nobody about it. I never realized that my anger was a part of that trauma, was the cause of that trauma. The trauma was what triggered my anger and, my being defensive and being aggressive. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So when me come up share my story to uplift somebody else, if you don't want to hear, you don't come watch my live. And who want unfollow, because Christ will make who will follow his disciples follow. So me not worry about that. There's no time to worry about who want to feel some type of way. I'm worried about the one who is lost, the one who is suffering, also from the same thing like me, who wants to rise and don't know how, who's at their wits' end in that valley and want to come out of that valley experience. That's the person I'm worried about today. Okay? That is the person who I am worried about today. Yes, Sister Keisha, I am an overcomer. I am more than an overcomer. And that's why when I say you are conquerors, it's not no simple words, powerful words. You're more than conquerors. I am more than a conqueror. I am an overcomer. And anybody could have go through what me go through, because either them would have end up in a morgue already, under 6 feet already, or cremated or something, or in a one Bellevue or some psychiatric ward. Yeah, and anybody could have got through what me got through. And God allowed me, all when it was bad, God allowed me to go through it so I could sit here strong today, speaking to the mass, speaking to the world, because this is World Wide Web. Yeah, no matter the 1 and 2 who may come and listen each week, I thank you for your listening ears, but there's always a message in me for somebody every time me come on this social media. Yeah. So who don't like it, you can go one side, go fix yourself and get it right with God. That's all I have to tell you, say, because enough of we need to confess. And if some of we hear some confession we need to come out, we would be surprised. We wouldn't make the hypocrites speak badly about innocent people, and we hate innocent people. When a hypocrite them, they are them they we need to deal with. Rumors will make us hate innocent people, even though them say when a rumors is either near goes or it goes, but sometimes I lie. Sometimes I lie. There's a percentage of it that is lie, because they don't want to see you prosper, then try to hold it down with rumors. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And even if it goes or near goes so, God wash you off. He will wash you off and make you whole again. He will wash you off and make you whole again. I've heard a story of a prostitute, somebody who used to sell them body to any and every man when they don't even know. And when the pastor's son, the girl got church, the whore got church, because say it as a WHOR, I mean on their Facebook have any, whatever, so make us spell, right? Who can't spell as we go, no disrespect. And when the guy choose the girl for being wife, because I hear people talk about say you can't turn WHORE in a housewife. A lie, because enough housewife today was WHORE. And please testify and not tell me say if I lie, me I tell. We're not here for drop no where we're talking real life stuff, unfiltered, raw as raw can be. We're looking back at our life to see some of the things that we could have done better that we never get right, and so somebody else can get right and we can get it right going forward, because every day is a new day. You understand? And much less we're going to go according to our calendar. We're going to step into a new year. So let us get it right. Let us move upwards. Let us grow. Because if you get up every day and you're at the same level and you're not grow, then something wrong with you. And back to the story, when the man's son chose the double, everybody knows, say, everybody know her enough, so everybody have her up, and when she come at church, nobody don't even want to sit beside her, and I saw someone will see until today. Someone will love label people and to be house full of pain, nastiness. And you know what God did based on the story? He made the woman there's something virgin again, like virgin, because you know when virgin and you have sex the first time, that little hymen something that move back and then it cause blood for shed. God made her whole into a virgin again, the WHORE, real life story. And the father said, we get the story from real life story. So nobody should make you feel less than. You understand what I'm saying? No matter what you see them come on pulpit or social media, because you know social media is the new in thing, especially to where the world is going, internet and all that. That's the place now, right? No make nobody come show off and come preach down God upon you. You understand? Because God is here for every one of us. Every one of us God is here for. In a day for she and him alone. No, so don't let nobody preach you down and cast you down and speak down to you in any condescending form. Don't do it. Let them move. Tell them, move up. Get out my way. Move. Get out my way. Don't talk defeat to me. Who are you? You're no more blessed than me. You're no more anointed than me. You're no more favored than me. Don't let them do it to you. No matter what you've been through. You hear me? No matter what you've been through, God give us second chances, third chances, fourth chances, fifth chances. Yes. So you must know now where to cut it off and don't be permissive with it. You understand? Yeah. Don't let nobody label you. You're not record. You mad? No. And if God says do something, don't start telling yourself, oh, I wonder how them are going to feel if me come out, come gone. No, do what God says, because at the end of the day, you got to go deal with being disobedient and not them. And that's what people want to see. People want to be, to put themselves up above everybody else. That's how human nature is. They want to be above everybody else and you to stay down. No, no, sir, no, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. Don't do it. Please. Only you can limit yourself. I am a living testimony, and I'm here to speak with you, not to you. Speak with you, to chime with you. I say, come make a chime tonight, make a talk. You understand? I did my state exam like I started the conversation one time. I passed it and I give God thanks. You understand? Yes, the same girl who been through this and been through that. Yes. I'm not going to say it's easy. The road is rugged. It is rugged. But I've made up my mind. I have made up my mind that I'm not turning back. I'm not looking to the left and I'm not looking to the right. Steadfast, focused, not listening to the bag of noise. And if me even listen to it, me say, God, forgive them, for they know not what they have done. I'm a pray good prayer for them so that them can change them dirty ways. You understand? Yeah. God is a mighty God. He is a gracious God. He's a forgiving God. He's a loving God. And if you feel so no family no love you, or no friends no love you, or nobody, like I said, before you meet with anybody about anything, meet with Jesus Christ first. If you go through no problem before you pick up the phone and call Sister Mary, I say, Sister Mary, you know, say, me have a problem with my boyfriend or my job. No, consult with your Father, Jesus Christ, first. I'm not saying that we don't need earthly people. We do. We do. But meet with God first. Because when God will listen to you and he not care about your name, whether maliciously or, just friendly to somebody else, he will listen and you not hear it back. You're not hearing it back. You're not hearing it back. So tell me now. And who say God not real? Who say God not real? Yeah? But we know for wise up, wake up. Yeah? And serve God truly. There's a song that said, look what the Lord has done. Like I said, many people reach out to me one-off. Me have them in my phone. Some of them I screenshot them and I post everything. They must say, good job. Some of them, they watch me on Uniquely Me, Simone Stewart. Yes, he's alive. He's alive. He's alive, Sister Lizette. And they listen to my story. I have this wife now who she reached out to me recently, and she's a wife, but she have problem with fear man to out there. And remember, she's a wife. She could have did a bash me after listening to my story. But when she called me, she said, Cleopatra, I listened to your story and I was inspired because enough of them man, I saw man them where you don't even want to class them. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that woman too don't do certain things, but she was just sharing her experience. And like me say, she is the wife, so she could have bash me because remember, say somebody husband me to do it. But she understand and she know the runnings and she knows enough time and we go take the man and the man them come. Even though we should have run them, but things happen, yeah. Then come and then complain how they not happy, oh wife now do this, wife now do that, and them go left and right. Run them. Whether they married or not married, run them. If them not come with positive this and if them not deposit in you and not only depositing sperm, but if they're not depositing in you positively and uplifting you and moving you from point A to point B in growth, run them. You hear me say? If they're not investing, let me use another word because when we say deposit, because here comes someone, they might deposit sperm, but on a sperm we're talking about, they're investing in you, committing to you, run them. The last, me use and get rid of the people, them man, the last people, them man. When he come, I can't tell me about a you me love and a you me want to be with. Me say, look here, my ears roll them tired for ear that come like scratch your card. The ear me want you for do. I know I'm listen. I know I'm gonna listen. Yeah. Take out your phone and call your wife and open the call. And what you tell me say right now, you tell her that cause she need to hear that. And some of them money don't bash some of woman. Uno quick for bash the side chicks them and bash the woman them where I take the people them man. But me now say some of them now deliberately do it. But for the ones them where innocent somewhat, you don't know what the man are going to tell that woman out the street. And you don't know what the man are going to tell the wife say. So when he come to me that the last time when we make up my mind, say, no, enough of you now. Enough of you now. You mess up my life to the most already. I mean, now go, even though, like I said, it takes two to tango. Let me put out the disclaimer. But at the end of the day, you keep making it look like I'm me the problem and I'm me running down and you left me when I saw it go. And I saw it go. You know, say I'm me run you. And I tell her, say, go on to your wife. And I saw me get rid of him. Me say, take out your phone and call her. Me no want to hear that no more. 5 years me I hear that for. Me sick and tired of that now. You take out your phone and you call her and say, look, you're a Cleopatra me love. And a Cleopatra me want to be with. And the man have the nerve to come say to me, so when me tell him to take out the wife, take out the phone and call the wife. I go say, so what if when me tell her, she go tell me if you come take out my things? And what you worry about that for? You know, just see me you want to be with. So when you call and tell her you should know, you should be the one where I go first, or if you go take out your things them. Don't tell me the man they no want wicked man. Wanna tell me now? Wicked man, talk it short. So wise up, women. Wise up, women. God has a purpose for me to speak to women women who are wounded, to move you from that wound to wisdom, to let you know that you are a winner, to make you stop suffer silently. Because like I was saying earlier on, enough of we were present with self, we are put on the mask and the makeup and, you know, and I try to smile and pretend like everything happy. We inside, it's in turmoil because we're not free. But today, I can safely say and boldly say that I am free. Did you hear me? I am free. Do you want to be free today? We have to be strong, Sister Lisette. We have to be intentional. We have to tell ourselves, just like I told myself this year, said, no, enough is enough. I'm tired of you now. I'm tired of you now. Come out of my life. Let me live. Yeah, let me live peacefully. So all who are say, you know, want me and me run it down, I go see what them are going to say now when you are run me down. Yeah? I want to be free, and now I am free. Me not feel no type of way when I go street. Even if me see the wife, I can look her straight in her face, because if she did probably do what she needed to do, probably her man would have step out the street and attack the things them either. You understand? And enough of we woman and we call ourselves wife will put up with nonsense and make them money at them, and we make them money behave the way, because we sit down and we not question certain things, because we say, oh, he needs his privacy, and oh, he needs that. If we not do that, keep on a guard upon a man, them no found a life would be better than what it is today. And as I said, enough marriages out there with nothing now going for it, nothing not dead, because a lot of people will always say, of course, marriage is honorable. Don't get me wrong. Marriage is honorable. And yes, what God put together, but some of them marriage here are forced ripe. A forced right marriage. Enough of them same on the tech girl man have the man too. So sometimes they say the same knife stick, sheep stick, goat. You understand what I'm saying? Real life, real talk. Yeah. So, me not sit down with no foolishness. I'm going to tell you that. I will tell him, me not sit down with no man who are lie to me, who are cheat upon me, are carrying all these soul-tied, dirty spirits come in, and I'm just sitting as a receiver and make me become numb. No, you got to go. Listen, God have to forgive me, but me not say no man where disrespect me, because people think that disrespect is only calling you a bitch or a whore. Disrespect is when time the man a get up, use all your vehicle, go girl yard and all them something there. The girl have things over you. Those are disrespect, and you sit down and talk about your wife. If some of us wife didn't know some things, let me tell you something. Me not sit down with no man who are do them the something there with me, and that's why that man could not stand me, because yes, me and a wife, but me not sit down with no foolishness. I know me if you sit down with it. Make sure you sit down with so with it. Sorry. That must say. But anyways, guys, yeah, we're moved from point A to point B. And I'm just saying that if you had any other goals, like here, I had, when I was in nursing school, I'd be the best nurse, and I had nurse coward. Yeah. I'm now a nurse. Yeah. Still moving along the rank. Families, everything. So if you have a vision board, focus on you. The focus must be on you and God. Yeah, you and your creator, you and your, yes, because when we're single, remember, Jesus Christ now becomes our husband. You understand? Yeah, we're single, but we're not single. But when we're single, Jesus Christ becomes our husband. So focus on your life, focus on growing. Because as I said, if every day you get up and you're there on one level, subterranean level, that's not growth. Mature in Christ, mature. Learn from your mistakes, learn from other people's mistakes, because one of the greatest learn that we can learn is learning from other people's mistakes. So learn from my mistake. Okay, me do the mistake for you, so learn from me. That's why God used me, so you can learn from me. All right, that's a part of my process. Yeah, family is everything. And don't you think that no watch where I go on for Sister Lisette over there, so no watch where I go on for Sister Keisha over there, so no watch where I go on for you know, Nicholas over there, so, or somebody else over there, so watch what's going on with you, because sometimes that's how envy comes in. That's how jealousy and grudgeful come in, when you sit down and watch what people are do. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Unless you know, say you get visions about them, say them a harm you in a spiritual realm, and you don't need to watch them. You just know how to pray and make God deal with them. Yeah? Make God vindicate them, because him say vengeance is his. So if you don't take away anything tonight, stop watch people, because what is for me won't be for you, and what is for you won't be for me. You see what I'm saying? Now you can watch me, listen to me. You understand what I was saying? But you understand I'm say stop watch people. You know, oh, this a go on for you and now go on for me. I know your time yet. That is not for you. You understand? As I said, some people will grab things sometimes that is not even for us. You understand what I'm saying? So make God give us what belongs to us. We're not going to sit and just wait for it, because faith without works is dead. Prayer without works is dead. But we're going to set up ourselves, making sure that we are being obedient. You know, we do the right things then. You know, if you have to go to work, you get up early in the morning. You know, if you have to go to your business, you get up every day and you show up at your business. So set up yourself. So when God is going to bless you abundantly, you are ready to receive it. Now watch what go on over there, so and over here upon that person their life, because some of them are the devil work, and the devil reward them, because remember, there are two kingdoms. Sorry, there are two kingdoms, and of course, just like Jesus Christ rewards us, the devil will reward his people. Read Psalm 73. Yeah, and you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you sin before Christ, don't sit and wallow in that sin and condemn yourself. Don't quit on yourself. Do not condemn yourself. Get up and confess. If you don't want to confess before you know somebody who you confide in on the earthly region here, go to Christ and reason with him and say, God, you know what? I'm sorry, I've sinned before you, because God knows. He knows. And like I said, a lot of people say, why do we have to go to God? His word said we must pray without ceasing. His word said that we must seek, even though he knows the thoughts and plans that he have for us, thoughts of peace and not of evil. His word said that when we seek him with all our heart, we will find him. Him said we knock and he will open. Him say ask. So if a lot of people say, oh, if God had God, he would have us do this. Of course, he can do anything, anytime, anyhow, anywhere. You understand? But he still want to have a relationship with us. So he wants us to come to him, just like how we go gossip with people and we sit down and we go up on the phone, and so we can go to God. You understand? And him we go gossip with and tell him how we feel and tell him what we're going through, even though he already knows what we're going through. But he want, just like a father and a daughter, he want us to come to him as his child and reason with him and say, Daddy, oh, you know, say, me can't take what I want, the money I run me down in our people, man, you know, God, I want me to do, man, wait, but this man not leave. Father, make him leave me alone, no? Yeah, go reason with God, like a daddy and, you know, a daughter. He wants us to come to him. He's God all by himself, supreme and everything. He can do anything, but he wants to have a relationship with us, with you, with me. Yeah? Don't forget that. And I make nobody telling a foolishness, because there's some false doctrine going on around here. You understand what I'm saying? So know God for yourself. Read the word. And I know people are talking about how much Bishop write the King James Version and all of these things. Let me tell you something. As much as you can see God tangibly in front of you, make sure not say you're feeling presence. Make sure not say you've experienced something where you don't even know how you get out of it. And I know you. And I'm not Satan. Satan do have some powers, but his power can't match the God's powers. No day, no time, no when. You understand? And Satan's job is to devour us, to destroy us, to kill us, to steal us. Join a reading club. Don't let the devil take you in the wrong direction. See, a sister give us some advice here as well. Read, because reading is knowledge. And there's so much book me invest in now. Yeah? And there's so much book me invest in. I can tell you some of them, yeah? This girl the other day, I go up on this live with Shauna Fee, and this girl I sell her book them, Michelle Scarlett, a 3-year book that me invest in. Yeah, me pour into people because me want people pour into me, because me have people who God want me to bless. That's why I have a non-profit. It's not for sure anything. I know enough people bad mind me feet, and enough people don't want to support me, but God will send people who come to support me. Strangers, you understand? Destiny helpers who me don't even know. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't worry. Yeah, and you have Resurrected Garvey. She was on our platform before telling her story where she never have pad for use, and then something that she talk about how she was eating dog food. This one right here, you can go Amazon and check them out. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I do things from my heart, and if me not do it from my heart, me not do it. You understand what I'm saying? So una stop talk about Cleopatra now. I'm tired of una now. Me I left una behind me. I come me I left every baggage behind me. Whether it be my mother, whether it be my daughter, everybody, una know una self. And let me tell you, I just pray that you don't lose on a soul. I'm a pray that you will find God the right way someday, very soon too. You understand? I'm a love you. All when you not hate me and not like me, and I try to put me down, I still love you. I have to love you just like how Jesus Christ love us. All when time we misbehave, all when time we disobedient, God still love us. So me, I have to live like Christ. Me have to take on what is of Him. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You are God bless, hon. You aren't alone. We all have a story. Every one of us, Sister Keisha, have a story. Every last one of us, we can have a platform. Especially women. Every last one of us have a story, Keisha. You understand? But some of us, and that is to show you, when people like me, Keisha, and Sister Lisette come on this platform or other platform and share my story, people don't understand, that it's a healing process, And what you don't understand is when people are not yet healed, they can't share their story. And that's a fact. You understand? They're not ready yet because they're not at that place yet. And they have to allow God to heal them as well. Because remember, I was at the place where me used to take things in my own hands. Me used to fight people, literally going to war without even God. You understand what I'm saying? And I lost. Technically, I lost all of those battles. And I would have lost them. Remember David? Remember, in every battle that David was going, he sought God, even when he did take Uriah's wife. Remember my special guest who came on 2 weeks ago, Sister Latoya, who shared her story when she lost her child. Now she's a doula where she helped women giving birth and help them to push and stuff. And she also has a non-profit. And people like them may link with total strangers. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You understand? So we have to understand that we all go through something in life. We may not understand at the moment, because I'm going to be honest with you all. When me did not go through my mess and miserableness and all kind of ness like a bird, me never know say God that set me up to come back, come win. No. To come share story in a public. You're mad? Remember, my child molestation, me keep that inside of me for 40 years. It did have burn up inside of me. Nobody never know. And every day I would have been, me love laugh, still love laugh. But, all of that sometimes came out in that, or came out in my aggressive behavior. You understand? Till man all can tell me, say, oh, no man now got this and no man now got that. But I cancel every negative word. Any man will ever tell me, say, no man now got married to me, I cancel them negative words in the name of Jesus. I destroy them words by fire. Those words are nullified and powerless. My boss out there, a man is going to see me and say, you me I wait for a long time now. You God did set for me for a long time. So any man, when it say, no man now got married to me, you are a liar. The devil way in you were talking so is a liar. I must go back to the pit of hell. I cancel every negative word off of my life. Any mother will sacrifice me and will rob me birthright or anything, hey, the blood of Jesus Christ. You hear me? I fire up and blood up and going on the enemy camp and I walk in the bowl with a flint face fearlessly and I take back everything that belongs to me, because blessings have my name upon it. Enough of them rabbit. Sometimes we see we are going around in our circles like vagabonds and we see we are live some kind of way. Enough of it. Yes, it's either our disobedience or sometimes family rob we of our birthright and Guinness speaking it. It happen. Let me tell you things. It happen. You understand? Or sometimes our own mouths too. Let me put it out there, because we just so planted and raised in negativity. So instead of we say, okay, I need some rest. Me tired of see, Lord, me feel like me are dead. That's a negative statement. Instead, let's say I need some rest. I just need some rest. Or me broke me nana money. That's negative speaking into our own life. Say, no, I'm just going through a financial challenge right now. Yeah. We have to know how to use words, guys. And so me learn, and so me come and impart to the little women know sometimes. Because guess what? The gospel, God said the gospel have to preach throughout the whole world, and People may think the gospel is just reading from Genesis 1 to Revelation, whatever number. No, gospel is like what I sit down and talk to them about, I share my story. We don't know. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, enough time I hear the girl the story. Cause no one never know some me homeless too. Yes, I was homeless. Yeah, I got through domestic violence, no one, no two, no three, no four times. As I say, domestic violence doesn't only mean physical. You understand what I'm saying? I got through rejection, rejected by my own mother, abandoned by my own mother. And when I realized that it come down in my bloodline, where it passed on from my bloodline come down through me to my, I have to stop it and say, no, sir, I can't afford that to happen to my children, them too. Because remember, you know, what we see and what we soak up, you know. And I see thing, if we not realize it and pick up on it and stop it and decide to break it right this, what gonna happen? It will seep right through to our children and our children's children. So we have to wise up, we have to be sober and vigilant. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Most times we don't heal until we find God. There you go, Keisha. And nurse, you have to leave the past and think about the next minute and the next hour and the next day. Give the past a rest. Yes, but at the same time, the story has to be told to somebody out there. I get you, Sister Lisa, but sometimes we have to understand, say, it's not the past that we're living in. It's a story that we have to tell. Somebody every day needs to hear the story to be uplifted. You understand? So that's a positive way to look at it. You understand what I'm saying? It's not that we're living in the past. It's just somebody somewhere needs to hear that story every day, all day. And as Keisha said, until we find God, and that's when you really know that somebody, good night, Favor Nicole, how are you? Is it your first time? I don't know that name, but welcome, my darling. Welcome to this space. Yeah, there's big things ahead of you. Nurse it coming. There is thousands of people who need you tomorrow. So let's move on. All right. Yes. Sister listen. Yeah, man. But you know, we have to just pour love. Like, you know, I was giving my testimony at church about rejection recently. And as Pastor that says that I open a can of worm. That's just an example, Sister Lee said. I shared my testimony 2 weeks ago in church. I want to tell us that the amount of people want to testify this Sunday about the same rejection. Because when we think we alone go through certain things, Sister Liz said, many other people are suffering silently. So we have to let them know that they have a power, they have a voice as well. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Many people this Sunday get up and ready to talk about for them rejection as well. So sometimes when people hear, for example, me being a stepping stone for them, and I'm here, because remember, a lot of people have looked at me and think that, oh, me go on this and me, look this and me, go on that and whatever. So remember that a lot of us, we are mentors for others that we don't even know. You understand what I'm saying? Because as I've said, people are always looking on. People from all walks of life are always looking on what we're doing, whether it be good or whether it be bad. And there's always, especially if you're doing good, even if them silently looking, there's always one who will tell that, look, keep up the good work. I'm inspired. There's one. And just like we know in the Bible said, the 99%, God never worry about them, but that 1%, that one person, we have to let them know that they're not alone. Exactly. Amen, Sister Lisa. Exactly, Keisha. We have to let people know. Let me tell you, even in this pandemic right now, you know how many people have committed suicide? And we're not talking about old people, young people. I mean, remember, nothing is new under the sun. And these things have been happening every day from, you know, Wapikil Philip, you know when, from you know, the origin, you understand? But somebody always want to know that I'm not alone. I'm not alone. So I just want you to know that we're in this thing together. We're in this thing together. Let us fight. You understand? Because we're all winners. Let's move from wound to wisdom and know that we are winners. Know that we are worthy. And yeah, know that we are worthy. We're worthy. God's love is sufficient for us. So when others put us down, He never forsakes us. You understand? And even if you have your bills to pay and you're worrying, why worry when you can worship? I know it's easier said than done. But if you worry, the bill's still there. So why not worship and be happy? I say, God, you say me not to worry, me not to be anxious about nothing. You will take care of it for me. Last night, that was one testimony from one sister. So she had a bill. She didn't know where the money was coming from. And she said, God, you say. Sometimes we have to have faith as small as a mustard tree seed or as big as a mustard tree. You understand what I'm saying? We have to have faith. We can't just throw in the towels and ready to give up. Because remember that man with the banana. He ate that last banana before he go commit suicide. When he fling his skin out, he says, somebody take up his skin and near me. And he said, no, sir, then somebody have it worse than me out there. Just remember that there's always somebody worse. When you think you hungry and you not eat for one day, know that somebody out there never eat for the week. You understand? You may not have eaten for just one day, but somebody out there never eat for a week. Not even like water. You understand what I'm saying? And they're still not giving up. They're being relentless. They're being a fighter. They're being resilient. They're not giving. They're not quitting. Why are we going to quit on ourselves when we know that there is a God? I know this is not for everybody. You understand? But why are we going to quit on ourselves? Let us build on ourselves. Let us build on what we've been through and know that our mistakes has molded us into masterpieces, and we've learned from those lessons and learned from other people's lessons. Let's vibe. You know what I'm saying? Let's tell ourselves, I can. I am a possibility. I am a promise. Not a broken one, not an empty one, because God's words are powerful. They are life. His words are filled with life. There is power in our tongue. We hear it every day. And like I gave you examples, why speak negative into our lives when we can speak positive? Instead of thinking about and worrying about what Tom or Jill is saying about you, focus on what you're doing. Focus. If you listen to me, when me used to pay attention to man and I watch man pan WhatsApp, people man pan WhatsApp who them a chat when them a tell me the lie, and and you know so them a tell the lie. It used to stress me out. It used to stress me out. And then me tell myself, say, Cleopatra, what are you doing? I learned the hard way. And me say, no, you're better than that. You're bigger than that. You make this man feel like him important when, hello, Cleopatra, you are his royal priesthood. Come on now. You understand? And I decide that, listen, I'm going to change the way I do. Starts with me. Yeah? Change starts with you. Yeah? And many people are afraid of change because they're so comfortable in their situation. But sometimes we have to get uncomfortable and accept change. Change doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to be taken away from you. It could be for you to go further. You understand? Embrace change. Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I can't change. You understand? Yes. If you're being thrown lemons or bricks, use them bricks and make a house out of it. Use them lemons and make some sugar and water with a little vodka in it and turn it into tequila. Come on now. Yeah? Yeah, man. Think outside the box. Stop being one-minded, one-track minded. Yeah? Stop being too close. Be open. Yeah? Think outside the box. Because some of us never know that we had strength until we go through some of the stuff them like what me go through. You understand what I'm saying? You know, much people call me one away and say, my girl, all people who never know or look into my situation or so me I go through and see, watch me for years upon top of years. I'll be almost half a century in the next few months. Yeah? Me used to sit down here. So almost half a century in the next few months. A few years shy, half a century. You understand what I'm saying? And enough people reach out to me and say, boy, Cleo, I don't know how you do it now. You're strong. Yeah? And my story, when I tell about say I have baby when me go you take and I decide say me now sit out a year, I carry my baby go class with me young baby. Hey, when I go for telling about story now, me get international student visa and them tell me say me can't work outside of school, me only can work 20 hours because that's the stipulation. And guess what? Cleopatra got work permit to work outside of the school from immigration. You understand what I'm saying? And them tell me, say, oh, they're going to take away this from you. They're going to take away that from you. Take away what? That's why you don't listen to people. That's their experience. Their experience is not your experience. And don't make because somebody had a bad experience, you decline from moving forward with with whatever you decide to do. Make God tell us say no. No make man tell us say no. Because what you never get through with no means me not go get through with it. That's some you look. I never take no for an answer, guys. Never. Me always say there's always a way around it. I understand? Yeah. And when I say I don't take no for an answer, I don't want you to misunderstand or misconstrue what I'm saying, meaning that, I'm a bully or anything. No, there's always a way. There's always an exception to the rule, in other words. Just like when we were at the bank, if you late on your credit card payment, we know that you had a grace period. We don't really tell you because if you don't read your fine print for your contract or whatever, you're not going to know. You understand? And certain things we don't tell you, but it is possible. And we can reverse that fee for you. Is what I'm trying to say? Stuff like that. There's always an exception to the rule. But you have to not give up and be relentless about it. Not stop until you get through. Unless God tell us, no, nobody prolong that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm sharing my stories with you. When for whatever reason, when they mail out my social security card to my mother's house, that time me and my mother in a hot water for whatever reasons, nonsense. Yeah? And my social got a house, and I don't know who get it and take it and do whatever with it. And when me tell the school, say, listen, I've not received the social, and when me contact the social security officer and them say they mail to the school, and the lawyers tell me, say, you will not be able to get another social because of your student status. And guess what? When me find out so one social security office, they right down the street where me could have walked, but me just go into the office and apply for renew a replacement of my social security card. And guess what? 7 days to be exact, my social security card was in my hand. Me use my cousin address and get me social 7 days after in my hand. When the school tell me, say, me can't work outside of school because immigration now go do this to me and immigration now go do that for me because I'm an international student. Within 30 days after me call immigration myself and them tell me what to do, me I'll get waiver for fees. Let me tell you something, guys. My status changed from a regular B visa to F1 student visa to a U1 visa to green card. And I had never paid a fee from I learned that on that one telephone call when me call immigration and ask them, say, look, me tell them the truth. Me say, look, the money when me coming out the country with for come as a student, all of it is being depleted and I'm still trying to hustle. I'm working at the school and my desire is to do this and my desire, I'm going to tell them, me pour out to them and tell them the truth and nothing but the truth. And when the man tell me what to do for waive the fees them, every application after I ever change the status, me ask to waive the fee. And even though I honestly needed the fees to waive because me never have the money like that. You understand? The only fee me remember paying was when me I do my daughter own. And me say, no man, good God, me must can pay the $229 now after they do. So me can't bash America no matter what because where another country, the resources not that America did for me. And as a domestic violence victor, because I'm not a victim anymore, me know say me couldn't get through at Jamaica, me that probably did already because you know see how Jamaica run when it comes to domestic violence and then there's something you know see every day in the news since this month you come in. It's like a every day, every hour per the day, them somebody dead down there. Yeah? When you see all that, we talk about year in review. When you see the killings of going in Jamaica, huh? It's nasty. No protection. Jamaica just loose. I'm my home country, but Jamaica just loose. When you see the 10-year-old we get shot, till the Prime Minister me hear him talk out panda one day. At least him talk out on that one, yeah? So we still have to be grateful. No matter what, there must be one thing there must be at least one thing we can say God, or if we don't want to say God, because someone we don't believe in a God, but me know there is a God, there is a supreme being. Yeah? Because I know me, like, you ever all watch a thing and I say, okay, how was I able to do this? You know what I mean? Gravity and, yeah? Me not believe in a science. Me believe in a God. You understand? And there's one thing at least we can say God, or say, boy, I am grateful for. This season here, we get a phone call. Boop, somebody said, check your account. When me look at $500. But up on the phone with a friend of mine, we talk about something. We just talk about, and she was even reminding me about the days when me used to go to church when me live in New York and me living at the shelter and nobody never knows me homeless. Come come at church and me no look the part. You understand? And she say, you want $200? Just like that. Me get a gift card from somebody. Call me, say, come pick up, I got a bag here for you, a gift for you. Me go pick you up one gift card in there. And me I look on the gift card and me I say to myself, say, I wonder how much upon it. But sometimes me don't ever tired, me did tired or what, and me put it back. It come in a one nice container. Not just a thing there. It come in a one nice tin something with, pretty. And Monday gone, me take it out and I was looking at it again. I want me look at $200 there on the gift card. Plus me get 4 other gift card, 2 for $25, 2 for $40. Plus me have a client who gave me like a chocolate. Like, me have to give God thanks no matter how it may look or sound. I give God thanks. You understand? That's an addition to what I have or what I had or what I don't have. You understand what I'm saying? So even just the mere fact that I'm sitting here and I'm breathing, you know how many people is taking their last breath even now? Plus, much as last night they didn't make it to see today or to see 2022. And when we say give God the shout and the praise, we sit and we be like, but I tell you, when I mix up and when you chat people, it's crowd. But when time you're inspiring and invigorating and uplifting, it's the few. But you know what? You know why I don't worry? Because God also says only the few are chosen. Only few are chosen. Only the remnant. The remnant. You know what that means? The minority number that's going to be caught up with him. So that's why I'm not worry about anything. And whatever he lays on my heart, and whatever sometimes just come from my mind for come talk, I'm gonna say, oh, God said this and God said that, because once enough we born again and we start go back in the church, we come everything we said the Lord say. And I spoke about it already, and I'm gonna dwell upon that. But sometimes whatever is laid on my heart, I will come and I speak and I say, God, please, if you want me to speak about something, download it and or just make it come out of my mouth. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Me have to allow God to be the head of my life. I have to allow him to lead me and to guide me. I have to allow him, because let me tell you something. When 2020, me could have gone to prison. My young baby could have been taken away from me, and that was the words that were spoken into my life. And I never did know if I can sleep, because me did hear say, oh, you're gonna need me. My son gonna need me because I see him so and so and so and so. Let me tell you, some people more will be witchcraft in your life. Don't allow it to take set, guys. Don't allow it to take set. When I hear somebody say anything negative to you, don't even make it cool. As them let it go, or before them even done, say, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and I can't right in front of their face. Don't even afraid of them. You tell them respectfully, say, I cancel every negative word that you've just spoken to me or into my life. I can't sleep with the blood of Jesus Christ. I can't sleep by fire, Holy Ghost fire. Yes, because let me tell you something. Sometimes, as Sister Elizabeth said, the past, but when you sit down and you look back sometimes, and you say, what could you have done better? Or what could you have not done? You understand what I'm saying? It makes you wiser. You understand? It makes you wiser. Yes. So we just want to give God thanks and praise. We're at the end of another year, early 2020. We know this new thing happened and the world changed, and a lot of us are still expecting it to change. But I can tell you that the only change is going to change. It's just going one direction. So if you don't get it right yet with God, now is the time. Nobody is forcing you. I said, seek his face. The only person or thing you should fear today is God Almighty. And when I say fear him, we should even not fear him so we can go to him. Fear him in reverence, like fearing him knowing that he is Lord of lords and King of kings. We're not supposed to make no pandemic a drive with fear. We're not supposed to make no letter, no ultimatum letter, drive no fear in a way. Guess what? Enough of we to make pride a take we over, because you get a letter and your ear say, oh, if you don't do this by October, November, or January 2022, so and so and so. Guess what? There are many jobs out there where you can do same way. There are many jobs out there that you can do same way. Not because I am a nurse, mean to say, oh, I am going to allow people to threaten me or manipulate me or control me. No, only person control my life is God Almighty. He made my life, or only him can control it. And I said it without apology. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's same way, oh, him create me, he will provide for me. He will make a way for me. He's a way maker. He's a miracle worker. He's a conqueror. He's a mighty one. Him watch over me, him deliver me, him heal me, protect me, provide me, do everything for me. Him change my life, everything. So why should I worry? No. Anything or anything, as some say. And I know a lot of people say, oh, we have mouth until whatever reach me. Well, guess what? Check out some of we know. Check out some of us and see. Check out some of us. You understand? Because I know we rule our life, and God I rule our life. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. God I rule our life, because where is your faith? Where is your faith? Where is your faith? I mean, say you don't believe in a God then. I mean, say you're only halfway in and halfway out. If we really trust in him and believe in him and know that he is the man above every other man, then we shouldn't be fearing. We shouldn't be trusting. Just like how we're quick to trust anybody else, why we can't trust him? Hmm? Sometimes you don't even know who your boss is, but you trust the boss. So don't come tell me that, oh, because you don't know who is Jesus, because you don't see Jesus. Sometimes some we never seen the boss or the owner for the company yet. Because when you think the boss when your office a film company, him is just an employee just like you. So let me talk to owner tonight. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. So we don't even know who won the company. But we quick to jump as them say, hey, we say, where's that? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. But when I was said, talk to Jesus Christ and see Jesus Christ, we sit down like stick broke off in our ears, like, oh, she talk to. Mm-hmm. That could be real. But like I said, those who have ears, let them hear. And God, so when time we speak, we're not going to lay upon it, as Sister Lee said. So we're just going to those feet off, and we're going to keep it moving on to the next, because it have to reach the four corners of the globe. It have to reach every corners of the globe. You understand what I'm saying? And so, like I said, a lot of us, we've been through a lot, and it's a reason why we've been through a lot. It's not for us to be mocked. It's not for us to be ridiculed. It's not for us to be bashed. It's not for us to be talked negatively about and to be, all of these things. But it's to empower us to build us and build our character. Yes, to build our character so that God, because remember, God, he had disciples who did use on earth back then. You understand? So he might use us as his servants to do his job. Him can do anything, but yes, him still need us here to do his will. You understand what I'm saying? So I study things set. So we just want to give God thanks and praise, and just know that, it is well. If someone is going through something today and don't know how, listen, just trust God. Trust God. Before you meet or seek anyone else, seek Jesus Christ first. Speak with him. Just reason with him if you don't know how. Because prayer, I don't think there is a specific format per se for praying. However, for praying. However, you have to be specific about what you're praying. You have to know what you're praying about, why you're praying. So when you know that, just reason with God how you know how to. You understand? As long as you're being intentional and it's a purpose, whatever it is, you're not just going and say, Lord, oh, this and yeah, everything. Be specific and just reason with God. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. He already even knows what you're going to say. And he will sit, he will listen to you. Understand? Yeah, man. It feel good for no one time we go to him. He feels good. Let us make him feel great. Yeah? That him will make feel great. Him with the empower, yeah, him with the build up, yeah, even though I don't need nothing from us, but you understand what I'm saying, yeah. So guys, I want you to be encouraged today and never give up. Don't quit. You can't win with a loser and you can't lose with a winner. Just know that. Never give up. Don't beat up on yourself and say, oh, me did do this and me guilty. Stop letting guilt hold you back. Stop letting pride hold you back. Stop letting shame hold you back. Listen, just get up and go. Just get up and go. Yeah? Get up and go. Say, God, go with me, please. Yeah? Yes. Yes. Whatever your dreams, your plans, your goals, write them down physically so you can look at them every day, take them up and you put them before God and say, God, show me the way. You understand? And you read them out, acclaim them, affirm them every day. I know a lot of people said, oh, it's easier to say I am the head and not the tail. But if you continue, just like if somebody keep on telling say you're worthless, you're worthless, you're worthless, till you start believe. You tell yourself every day, say, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, till you start believe. I see them difference. See them difference. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Yeah? So nobody now tell me nothing. Yeah, I am going to affirm and acclaim every single day until it happens. Because guess what? I am setting myself up while I'm affirming and I'm acclaiming, yeah, every day. So just like somebody will speak negative and speak evil into your life until you believe say you're worthless with you. No, you erase that, cancel those words, and tell yourself that I am worthy. I am a winner because Christ is my Father and He's already won the victory. So I am victorious. You understand what I'm saying? I am more than a conqueror. I am an overcomer. He said that you are the head and not the tail. You are the lender, not the borrower. So for those who are in debt today, like myself, yeah, you tell yourself that I am debt free. I have financial freedom. And you speak it every day. You keep working towards it and watch if one day. What if one day, yeah, you know, come and testify. So when we say testify, there's no small testimony. There's no big testimony that God will not listen to because himself will testify. Let the world know how great and mighty he is. Testify. You understand what I'm saying? That's what testify means. Yeah? It's not about letting pride hold us back. And you know, last night on the prayer line, I had to give my testimony. I had to. It was set up that way that I had to give my one of my testimonies for somebody to hear. Because as Keisha said, when we think that we're alone in something, we're not alone. You ever have some things you ever do some things that are something you think you're alone, and when you sit down in a forum where everybody go through the same thing and you realize, say, hold on there. Say what? A lie. You went to, you too. You realize that you're not alone. So like I said, stop listening to naysayers, because the same people them to work one like they're holier than thou and like God ordained them more than anybody else. They're not more than you. Stop listening to some of them. Stop me say that. Yes, stop listening to some of them. And when I say stop listening to some of them, sometimes they come and they make people feel so when them post on Facebook and then go and they make people feel so unworthy and like you're an outcast. No. Remember, you are the apple of God's eye. You are the apple of God's eye too. And not them alone. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believe in him. So yes, he loves the whole world, but we forgot the part that whosoever believes in him. So if you allow him to be the head of your life, you don't have to worry about anything or anybody. You don't have to. So, you know, just if you fall, you get up, just skin over, and get up again and rise up again. You understand? It's like a boom ball. It's like a yo-yo, you throw it out, it come back in, boom ball, your finger say boom right back. Yeah, you get up, you dust yourself off. It's just like if you have a tree limb and you cut it off. You see the tree limb start spring back. You have a flowers and you cut off piece of it where you go put it in one next part, the part where you cut off, your seed starts spring back. So if somebody cut you down or you feel cut down, just know that God is ready to pour into you so that you can build again. You understand? You can rise again. Yeah? And if you have people who are not investing in you, don't waste any time with them. Those people are time wasters. You have people called wasters who come to waste your time so that you become not. Be vigilant, be sober, and don't go like you not have the sense. Eliminate time wasters out of your life. Eliminate negative sayers, naysayers out of your life. No care who they are, whether family, friends, foes, he, she, or the old lady, pick me or no pick me. If you have to eliminate, you eliminate. God is not going to condemn you or chastise you for that. He say if you right and offend you, chop you off. That's how we read that we don't understand or we take it out of context. But that's how me interpret that one day. Yeah? So, when I tell you if you hate anybody, yes, some people you have to just cut them off. Cut them off and let them stay over so and you will stay over years of a peace of mind and for growth and for stability and for maturity. You have to let go some people. You have to let them go. You have to let them go. It's just like when you teach somebody to ride bicycle. In order for them, you either have the balance wheel, and after a while you have to take off the balance wheel. But you remember one time we grew up, we never have no balance wheel on no bicycle. Then put up on the 10 speed for ride and then hold the seat with you. And when you look, you ride a galang, and you never know, so then let go the bicycle with you, but you start right off of your own. You may drop sometimes, and bruise up and chip up, because I drop a couple times off a bicycle, but I can ride now, yeah? By my own till I can ride and I'll leg out with me hand in the ear and so. So I understand what I'm saying. You understand? Yeah. Sometimes you have to let go some people. Let them go, because not everybody, when God ready to move you from glory to glory, and not every and anybody can come with you. And sometimes all your husband probably can't come with you. All your wife can come with you. Remember when God take Abraham, he have to pack and left wife and everybody to go to that new land. And remember that? Eh? Or we don't know? Or we forget? Which one? So, not to mention, you understand? And every and anybody, and only go for people outside of your family. It could be family member, it could be mother, it could be father, it could be aunt, uncle, sister, brother, pitney. Sometimes when God say move, you got to move. You have to move. If you have to left pitney back of you have to left pitney back of you. You have some people up there, but me not got far and left my pitney. Enough of we come here and come make life till we can take the pitney them and make way for them. Me not tell nobody say what them believe that them not believe that, but sometimes we're quick to judge other people too much and judge us wickedly and harshly and understand until we in somebody else's shoes. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes we have to go through sufferation before success come. Yeah? So kudos to those who didn't have to go through sufferation, but they're succeeding and they're excelling. But enough of we had to go through sufferation in order to succeed. Understand? So everybody's story was written a different way. My story don't write your way, your story don't write my way. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So the focus is on you and God Almighty. If you believe in God, that's your focus going forward in 2020. Write your vision down. The Bible says write them plain. You write them down. So the other day, I go through some documents and I remember me did write someone me in New York and I found the laminated paper. I find it and I say, wow. And when I look on it, out of the 10 things when I write down, I could have check off at least more than half of the stuff them when I accomplish already and not even remember some did write them down. You understand? Yeah. or you get a vision board and you put the things that if you want your house, say yes, you go work towards it, whether you go open your own business, be an entrepreneur, or you do some investing in a stocks, or you're doing some investing in a real estate. Like a friend of mine, she reminded me, she said three things in order to succeed these days, God first, but real estate, stocks, and entrepreneurship. Nothing like being your own boss. You understand? Because you know what you want out of your business. So just like how you would have gone to another man's workplace or place of employment and put out it all when you have your own business, so you're gonna make your business succeed. You understand? So not let nobody talk you out of stuff until they say, oh, it never worked for me. That are you. That are your business. Did you even ask God if that was for you? You understand what I'm saying? So you don't take somebody else downfall and tell yourself, say, oh, it's not gonna happen for you too. And then you sit there, you start worry and I fret and I say, Lord, it never happened for Pam Pam, so she never get through, so me now get through. Listen, just like when I went to the embassy to get my visitor's visa, people stand up in front of you, people they back of you in a line. And the man in front of me, him never get through. And me I say, Lord, me no want to go to that woman there now because she never give the man a while ago. And guess what? Me go to the same woman and me get my visa. That's like, so we can't use somebody else's situation to mark our situation. You understand what I'm saying? My blessing is not your blessing, and your blessing is not my blessing. So let us not forget that. All right, guys? And support others, give a little love, give a little love, and I'm not going to tell her to give to people who don't want to receive it, but there are many people out there who wants love, who are in need of love. You understand? Who just need someone to sit and talk with them, somebody just to hear them out. You understand? So if we can extend a helping hand to someone, let's do it. You understand? And even if we can't, and we just can pray for them or redirect them to the resources that we don't have where we know them can get the assistance, let's do it. Many people today are depressed. Many people today are going through clinical depression. They're out of their minds. They don't know how to deal with stress. They don't know how to deal with challenging times like these, and they're going crazy. You know, sit down and probably share your story with them and say, look, I've been through this, been through that, and get them back in their senses. Somebody might need food, you can reach out to them and assist them. Some people sometimes they want it quickly. It may be a process. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're still reaching out and assisting someone else, empowering someone else, even if it's with words, encouraging words. You uplift someone. These days I say, God, because we're not perfect. Because, like me say, people are going to talk about us no matter whether we do good or whether we do bad. People are still going to talk about us. And sometimes we do talk about people too, because we may see something somebody did and we talk about it. But my talk about is not to put them down. My talk about is to highlight the situation and say, look, you could have done this way or that way, and give them tips and bits and pieces. You understand what I'm saying? Just like I spoke the other day, where Christians cursing every day, and if them hear somebody talk about them just want cuss and talk about hold me tongue God, hold me tongue God. What kind of behavior them then? No, sir. So I'm gonna talk about that on my personal YouTube channel on Saturday, Life with Royal Cleopatra. So that's gonna be my topic. Live 10 o'clock this Saturday. We're gonna talk about that because those are real stuff. And as I said today, we see something. If we're gonna talk about it, let us highlight it in a way that it, in the end, it brings a positive result. Yeah, it can't be just pure negative. The scale is gonna be unbalanced. So let's balance the scale. Yeah, let's balance the ground. So yeah, guys, I've been here talking, year in review. There are some things that I had set out to achieve, I did not, because a lot of times we come on here, we only highlight the good, the positives, or the achievements, but we leave out the disappointments or the non-achievement stuff. And um, you know, I'm gonna have to put them back on my vision board for the upcoming year. and ask God to, continue to show me the way how to. Um, and hopefully I can get them knocked out, and yeah. So I would say you do the same thing for those things that you had set out to achieve, you didn't accomplish this year. If it was something where we made some bad decisions or bad choices, or it was just something that is not for us, we probably have to scratch that and probably think about something else, but we can do it. Whatever we set out to do, we can achieve, we can do. Um, you know, yeah. So, for those people who are doing nursing, you heard my story. Don't give up. It's not easy. It takes money, it takes time. And for those families who can support those students who are doing their nursing or doctor, anything like that, any form of studying, and especially a lot of us single parents, whether it be male or female, because it's not only ladies single parents, we have male single parents too, who are building on themselves as well. And so, wherever we can honestly assist instead of we sit and talk bad and say, I wish she got nursing school for, or where am I got nursing school for? Let's just look at the positive and say, you know what? She's edifying herself and uplifting herself. He's edifying himself, uplifting himself. We can assist. Better we don't say anything. Or why don't we just look into our lives and see where we can, build on ourselves as well. So in everything that we do, let us uplift, inspire, invigorate, touch a life in a positive way, share, you know. So, you guys, I just want to let you know, never give up, never give in without a fight, you know, unless it's not worth fighting for, but a waste of time on that. Yeah. I don't know. I had an encouraging word. I think I wrote something down. Hold on, guys. I want to leave a verse with you. Um, 1 second. And be decisive, be disciplined, be intentional, be unapologetic in what you do. As long as it is the right thing, don't apologize. Do what you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm gonna leave an encouraging phrase with you. Bear with me. All right, so I'm gonna leave this with you. Being humble is one thing that I had to learn as well. So going into this new year, being humble is something that you may want to look at. Know that you are blessed and be Godfident. Yeah, new word for confident. Be Godfident. Yes, that's my modus operandi going forward. I'm in high gear. I want you to know that weak people do not recognize opportunity when they see it. Ordinary people wait on opportunity to knock. However, extraordinaries like you and I, people like us, they create their own opportunity. Where do you fall? So I'm just going to leave that with you today. I'll say it again. Weak people do not recognize opportunity when they see it. Ordinary people wait on opportunity to knock. But extraordinary people, call ourselves extraordinaires, we create opportunities. And so I know that I fall in those extraordinary people. All right. So just bless yourself up. Continue to pray. Stay prayed up. You know, we don't know when something is gonna knock or happen. So always cover yourself with the whole armor of God, as Ephesians 6 says, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, the breastplate of helmet of salvation, breastplate of righteousness, gird our loins with truth, shod our feet with the preparation of the gospel. We covered with iron and brass. And we know He teaches our hands to war and our fingers to fight. And we ask Him for His blood coverage in everything that we do, everywhere that we go. Because let me tell you something, derelicts, remember the Bible tells us that they will lay traps for us, snares for us, but they will fall. When we pray and pray away, they will fall into the very traps that they have set for us, people. So I want you to walk with God. Always believe in God. Remember to pray before you go to bed. When you wake up, the first thing, thank God for life. You understand what I'm saying? So we just want to say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, right? But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Just want to thank you guys who stayed with me tonight, who came on, watched, you listened, you participated. Please share this live. Please like, share, comment. And, if you know somebody who needs to hear these words, share with them, invite others, and be blessed. Be a blessing to someone. And I will see you guys next year. I'll see you guys next year. And don't forget, blessings, Keisha. Blessings, Sister Lisette. Everyone who came on tonight. Favor Nicole, Prophet Nicholas. Everybody else who came on tonight. I love you guys. God bless you all. And I pray that the favor of God will be upon your lives, your children's lives, your family. Because a family, one of the things why we have so many divided family and dysfunction family is because we don't pray to God as a unit. We bad mind each other. When one other climb, we sit down and we talk bad about them. So we need to get into this notion, pray, forgive others, forgive, let go, and let God. All right, guys. So much love. My loving them. A few people will come on every week. My supporters, people who encourage me as well. Because Sister Lisette and even Keisha and everybody who commented tonight, those are words of encouragement for me as well. So when I am encouraging somebody, at times I do need somebody to encourage me as well. And I thank you guys. I appreciate it. You understand? Enough manners, enough love, enough respect. Okay. So walk good. Be safe, stay in great health, and know that 20 few is gonna be just few people around you, but that's okay. You understand? Just know that the things that you do it to the best of your ability. All right, guys. So much love. Catch you next year. All right, guys. Mwah. Happy New Year. We made it this far, and we're going to make it we're going to cross over. We're going to cross over, walk over with Jesus Christ. All right, guys. So enough love. Happy New Year, guys. Be blessed, one and all. I love you.